sass in every way. Talking fast, not a pause in sight. Leanie's got my head in a spin tonight. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Podcast queen with a wicked smile, running jokes mile after mile. Try to speak, but in she slides. Leanie makes it a wild ride. With a wicked smile, running jokes mile after mile. I try to speak, but in she slides. Leanie makes it a wild ride. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Oh, Leanie, don't get me wrong, can't imagine life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me in. This ain't just your show to win. So here I stand with my mic in hand, trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. Trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Let me share. Oh, Leanie, don't get me wrong, can't imagine life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me. This ain't just your show to win. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Oh, Leanie, don't get me wrong, can't imagine your life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me in. This ain't just your show to win. So here I stand with my mic in hand, trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. So here I stand with my mic in hand, trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. In the studio we laugh all day, she's got that sass in every way. Talking fast, not a pause in sight. Leanie's got my head in a spin tonight. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Podcast queen with a wicked smile, running jokes mile after mile. Try to speak, but in she slides. Leanie makes it a wild ride. With a wicked smile, running jokes mile after mile. I try to speak, but in she slides. Leanie makes it a wild ride. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Oh, Leanie, don't get me wrong, can't imagine life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me in. This ain't just your show to win. So here I stand with my mic in hand, trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. a little secret every day. Oh, shut up. me share. Oh, Lainey, don't get me wrong. Can't imagine life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me. This ain't just your show to win.
Hello, hello. Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Surprise. Hello, Kirk. Good to see you. Aloha, Sean. Good to see you. My mama, Miss Barbara's in the house. Lolly's here. Kowie. Lulu from Australia is here. Tashi from Australia here. And MJD woke up to get here on time. Just kidding, MJD. Oh, you did just wake up. Yeah, the song is good. Those are still songs. The only songs I play on here are the songs that Lunch Lady writes. And I think just because she knows me. And long before there were AI songs that everybody's writing now, Lunchy was doing it. She was doing her thing, writing it word for word, not just adding in a couple of subtitles and the AI makes up a song for you. Our songs were written word for word from Lunchy, and then she just picked a genre that she wanted to play with it. So I'm grateful for it. Make sure I've seen everybody else. We lack intensity. What kind of bullshit is this? I ask that every fucking day. It's like there's a sign on my forehead that says, "What kind of bullshit is this?" You guys, I need one of those emojis or something that says, "What kind of bullshit is this?" I love it. Good morning, RC. Hello. It's a heat wave here too. No fans. We're getting snow, I think, on Friday here in Indiana. So y'all enjoy your heat waves while Blondie's over here just loving this cool weather. The wind is howling in Missouri. Wow. Well, that means that it's probably going to sweep right across to here. Y'all got to get you some aircon. I would not be able to live like that. Big love to you, Mama. Love you so much. It's good to see you in chat. I hope you're feeling better. Melly Joe is here. Hello, my friend. Was I in the wrong place? All right. So, hi, Dot. Good to see you. Thank you for being in chat. There's 2 streams. I thought you blocked me. No. Okay. So, those of you that are creators, all right. I've only been on this once since StreamYard rolled out more stuff. And really, I was like, because tomorrow, well, today for Americans, because it's already the day before Christmas here, it's 2:45, almost 3 in the morning. I'm going to do a live making stuffing. And anyways, StreamYard rolled out this new thing where you could, on both platforms, go on both platforms. So like on YouTube, you know how we do like vertical streams on YouTube, and then we'll come over here and then do StreamYard streams too if you want to let someone up on panel. Now you could do it both. And Maggie and I tried it one time before and we couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get this shit worked out. I'm going to figure out what's happening. So my question is, if you're in the YouTube one, not the StreamYard one, if you're in the YouTube one, is there a chat running over there as well that I'm not going to see? See, I need to know these things. I need to know what's happening. Lolly says they're getting snow on Saturday. Well, maybe they backed ours up because we were supposed to get snow on Sunday. And then Beefy came home today and he said, no, they've changed it to, wait, maybe he did say Sunday. Oh, hell, I don't know, you guys. We don't get in each other's business. And we're both only, listen, we've been together a long time. 26 years is a long damn time to really pay attention to what people are saying. So what I wanted to know is, is the chat that I'm seeing here, both chats, like, hi rapper, you know what I mean? Like, it's saying YouTube feature for this stream. I'm not sure what it means. So YouTube is whenever, like, I don't, like when I do late night like this, and I'm not going to have an open panel, I'll just do it on the YouTube channel. I don't even come to StreamYard. So that's why I can't play any music or show any, if we're going to play music and show stuff or have an open panel, I'll do it from StreamYard. Now, StreamYard has got this thing rolled out where you can do the same, you can do both of them at the same time. So what I was wondering was if you were in the chat, like Tashi said that she didn't know there were two going, and she thought that I had blocked her. Is that because you were talking and I couldn't see you talking, or because you couldn't chat? That's what I need to know. Is like, is there two different chats going on right now and I'm only seeing the one on StreamYard, or what's happening? I don't even know. Someone's got to figure this out. I need to take some medicine. I can hear myself wheezing. Give me just a second. And it's embarrassing to wheeze. I've seen all the made up funny shit that people make fun of people wheezing when they get nervous and all that, when they, start having a panic attack, they have an asthma attack. I don't want y'all making fun of me. Well, that's not true. I don't care if you make fun of me. Lizzo! Hello, my love bug. Hold on. So if anybody's over there in the YouTube live and you think that I'm ignoring you or whatever, it must be that I can't see your chat. So come on over to StreamYard and then I can see. I think that's what's going on. Tashi said, I thought MJD had blocked me because you were talking to her, but she wasn't in this chat. She was in the other one. Okay, so that answers my question. I'm seeing everybody's chat. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. So before I become that kid on the playground, who people are making fun of because I'm wheezing, let me take some inhaler. BRB. Okay, I'm back. So, see, that's how you can always tell, like, when I am nervous, because I will start wheezing. I am, just a second, Sean. Give me a minute and I'll drop the link to panel. I'm a regular asthmatic, right? Like, I have allergy, like if the allergy season's bad or whatever, I've had it since I was a little girl. But my main problem is I have psychosomatic asthma, which is like I'm that kid on the playground who is scared of getting in trouble. And so they just start having an asthma attack and they're like sucking on their inhaler, right? The big fat kid that's me. So, I remember my mom used to piss me off so bad, you guys. I used to be so scared. Like I would wait until I could barely breathe to tell my parents, like, I think I need to go to the hospital and get a shot. Well, back in the day when I was a kid, they would give you epinephrine shots for your asthma and bring you right out of it pretty much. And I was scared of needles. So I was scared of getting a shot, right? I know I'm a smoker lolly. But anyways, I was scared of getting shot, so I would always just try to, and then I'd put myself into one worse because I was scared that I had to go to the hospital. It was just a dumb thing. So my mother got to where anytime I had to go to the doctor for stuff, because I'm still not good with hospitals. I will go, but I stay as least long as I have to, and if it's an emergency, but nobody's gonna die. Like I wait till Beefy or my sister gets there, and then I tag out. I'm exactly like my mom when it comes to hospitals. I struggle in them so bad. Bad things happen in hospitals. I'm scared of them, and I just can't help that. That's who I am. So, anyways, every time I would go to the hospital, my mom would tell the doctor, "You need to give her a shot for asthma." And I'm thinking, I'm not even breathing hard. Well, this one time, you guys, I had stuck. I was in school and we had our heads on. I guess we used to have. I was young. I guess we had to take like a little rest every day. So we would put our hands on the desk and then we would lay our head on our hands. Well, somehow on my desk there was this little tiny turquoise bead. I'll never forget what it looks like. And I don't know why I was so interested in that bead and why it had me so enamored with it that I could not put it down, right? So I played with it all during the time that I was supposed to be resting. And then the teacher turned back on the lights and she said, all right. She's like, everybody up, it's time to get busy. You know, I think I was only like in first or second grade. I didn't know what to do with the bead. I had no pockets. I wasn't wearing a jacket. I didn't know where to put the bead. I was scared somebody was going to take it. So I put it in my ear. And then after I put it in my ear, I thought that probably wasn't a good idea. Let me try to get it back out. Well, I couldn't get it back out. The more my finger went in there, the further the bead went in. And we had a substitute teacher that day. I'll never forget it. And I got kind of scared. I was like, oh, that's probably a bad thing. It's going to go to my brain. So I went up to the teacher and I was like, hey, you know, in my little girl, cute, innocent way. And I was like, if you put something in your ear, will it come out? And y'all, this teacher was young, because if some child said that to me, I would have been like, what did you put in your ear? She didn't say it to me. She said, oh, yeah, my dad's a doctor. It always comes out. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went back to the table. I went back to my chair. And I sat there, and I don't know how long I sat there trying to dig the damn thing out. I was just pushing it in. Went back to the teacher, and I said, hi, there's a bead in my ear. And she was like, there's a what? I said, there's a bead in my ear. I put a bead in my ear. And she said, well, what'd you do that for? And I said, because I didn't want to lose it. I found it. She sent me to the office. They called my mom. My mom came and got me. They took me to the emergency room. The emergency room used that damn thing to flush out the ear. And all it was doing was making the bead spin inside my ear. It wasn't. So they use a vacuum and then they use water. And so they kept doing that and they couldn't get it. I mean, I was keeping the bead, okay? And y'all, it's painful. The deeper they go into your ear, it's freaking painful. Just, to the point that you know, when doctors look inside your ears, every time you go to the doctor, I cringe because I can feel still them digging in my ear. Hi, Kirk. Anyway, so I was screaming and hollering and carrying on. She called my dad from work to come to the hospital. They ended up taking me upstairs to the ENT clinic. Now, this is an old hospital, you know. Took me upstairs to the ENT clinic, which was closed because I would not quit screaming. I was scaring everybody. So they had all these nurses, all these doctors in there. My dad, they were all holding me down and holding my head, and had my head turned to the side and trying to get it out. And it was like, I almost got it, but I literally was coming off. I was little, y'all. I was tiny little thing. And I knocked the hell out of everybody and come out. I guess people were just scared of hurting me. So they pulled my mom and my dad to the side and they said, I could hear them over there talking while this nurse is in my face trying to distract me. And if you're in my face, I could still check out on you and pay attention to the background, which is what I did. And I heard my mom say, the bead's not your problem. And the doctor was like, yeah, what's the problem? She said she's going to go on an asthma attack. And she's already working herself up to it. And so you probably should just give her a shot so she can't put herself in an asthma attack. Y'all, I was so shitty with my mom. I heard it. So I had to get a damn shot. And the doctor had pulled my parents over because they had already been at this for like over an hour trying to get this out of my ear. And they told my mom and dad, they said, we're going to try one more time. They called an ENT doctor and instead of the emergency doctor. And they said, we're going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, we're just going to put her to sleep and take it out. So I heard that too, got the shot, got pissed off. My dad was pissed off at me. Oh, it was terrible. So my dad's a big old boy, right? He always has been. I'm just this little tiny girl. And my dad laid on top of me. I was on this table. My dad crawls up on top of me with his big ass self. They've got my arms stretched out. A nurse is holding each arm down. A nurse has got each one of my legs. My dad crawls up, lays his whole weight on top of me, and holds my head to the side. Like lays his head on my head so I couldn't move. Y'all, I thought I was gonna die, but they got it out. And I thought I was going to get a whipping when I got home because I heard my dad say, I was acting like I was asleep, to tell you guys the truth, because I was scared. And I heard my dad say, when we get home, she's getting her ass beat for this, to my mom. And my mom was like, no, she's punished herself enough, but I still didn't trust my dad. So I went home and I acted like I went to sleep, but I didn't. And I didn't get a whipping. But I asked, my dad kept the bead, and he was supposed to give it to me. I remember asking him for it when I was like 21 or 22 because he showed it to me. He put it on this it was one of those beads that I guess you string onto, and it was plastic. There was nothing to this little bead, but it was turquoise and pretty, and it had a hole. And I guess it was just a stringing bead. And my dad strung it on a piece of string, cheap piece of string, and he put one of those little boxes over it that you could see through. I don't remember. Anyways, it was just a cheap little thing. And I asked my dad if I could hand it because I thought that was really cool what he did. And he was like, no. And I said, why? And he's like, because first of all, I don't know if you're old enough where you won't stick it in your ear again. And that's the most expensive piece of shit I ever bought in my life. Because even though we had insurance, because they opened up the ward upstairs and called in an ENT, my dad had to pay for that. That was not a military hospital. So the military only paid their portion of it. My dad had to pay the rest. So I still don't have it. I don't think he has it anymore because he had since remarried and she hated all of his kids. So anyways, if I get upset, even in my dreams, if something is bad in my dreams, that's why I never take any medication to put me to sleep or to keep me asleep, because if I'm having a really bad dream, I have to tell myself, you have an asthma attack, wake up. Cheyenne used to wake me up. She would stand there and just bark one time. And I knew because she never barked. So I knew it was because of my dreaming. But Cheyenne, I would tell her to hush and I would go back to sleep. And I guess it would start again and she would bark again. So she got to where she would not lay down until I was on my feet and went to the bathroom. That way she knew I was out of it. But Newt and Anichka, who slept with me, They don't give a damn, but I have to be able to wake myself out of dreams to take my medicine because if not, I always say that's how I'm gonna die. I always tell you shouldn't speak things like that, but I just know in my sleep that's where I'm going. I'm surprised they didn't give you a sedative. They finally were going to until my dad had to throw his big ass self all over me. Good morning, Francois. How are you doing? It's good to see everybody here. Kirk has barely slept in 2 days. I feel you. I do these 3-hour, 4-hour cat naps. That's how I sleep. I feel like I'm always on Aussie time. You're going to Valhalla. What's that? I don't know what that is. Saul Lolly says, is that what that emoji is? A smoker? If so, I didn't know that. Thought it was just a deep breath. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's just people get on to me because they're, you have asthma and you're smoking. Yeah. Just like you have diabetes and you're still eating that damn candy bar. Anyways, just a Viking heaven. Oh, you're going to go to a Viking heaven. Artista, Aristides. Fond. You know what? I'm so sorry. If I know I didn't pronounce that right. Danielle Davis, hello. You guys, thank you for being here. Do me a favor, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to become a member. You don't have to do shit here. All you got to do is either hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I don't care. Just let the algorithm know that, hey, I was over there according to Leanie, and I either hate that bitch or I love that bitch. Y'all get to choose. Because I don't really think it matters, but Maggie does, and she is my co-host. And she gets mad at me for saying that. She's like, no, we used to get at least 50 likes every time we went live. And then I was just like, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm going to drop the link for anybody that wants to come up. Poop. Y'all, when you don't come to StreamYard that often, it's hard to find stuff, especially when they're moving it around. But I'm digging what they're doing, and I want to thank Max for putting up some new background things. All right, there it is. Anybody wants to take the link, come up. Let's get to know ya. I know Sean's in the house. He'll come up here and have a discussion with us. I hope everybody's doing good. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? Those of you that are not in the States, what are you guys doing? Or do you guys even do Thanksgiving? Or something like it? Have you adopted it or something like it? Or is there questions you have for Americans and why we do certain things and what we do? Leanie, what does that pumpkin look like? A butt? Yeah, probably. Probably looks like a butt. No and Maggie. But anyways, what are you guys doing? What's the deal? I'm getting off easy, but I'm already having anxiety from it, and I'm not even hosting. I thank God I've come to an age where my girls have finally said, Mom, we're going to start doing it at our house. I'm like, right on. What took you so long? Y'all, because the thought of having all my brats here and all my little thugs, y'all, it gives me more anxiety than you guys want to know about. Seriously. And I got good kids. It's just when they're all together and they're all talking at once and they all want to talk to me, then talk to somebody else. And it's I just get overstimulated so fast. So the best thing about your children deciding, hey, we're going to take this over now, like it's our turn. You drive your ass there. And then when you feel like leaving, when they're getting on your nerves, you could put your ass in your car and you go home. Y'all, it's the best thing ever. It's the see because hi Jefferson, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I used to kick my kids and their family and my parents and everybody else out of this house before my dishes were done because I couldn't stand it anymore. I just couldn't stand it. I had a 2-hour limit from the time you stepped on the threshold of my door. You got a 2-hour limit. So you better eat, be merry as quick as you can, and get the hell out of my house. Now, if you want to leave the grandkids, you're welcome to leave the grandkids. But all the children that I gave birth to and those you married, get out of my house. Go somewhere. Do something. Don't take them for granted. My mama left when I was 11. Always makes me smile seeing, hearing about these type of family plans and videos. Well, hi, Smitty. My mom passed too. This is our 6th year without my mom. And my girls, who now are, y'all, I can't remember. Maggie and I were trying to figure out how old my kids were yesterday. And all I know is my oldest child is 40. She was born in 85. So she's 40 this year. Her younger sister was born in 86. So that makes her 39, right? And then the second oldest was born in 87. So that makes them 38. It was time for them to take over, all of the holiday duties. And I love it. I love just going over there, spending time, doing what I want to do, and then leave. I do all their dishes for them. I put away all their food, and then I feel like my job is done and I leave. And I can come home and in silence. Dot got her a turkey breast today, never cooked, just a breast before. It'll be an adventure. Wow. Let me know how it comes out. Let me know how it comes out. MJD is going to a friend's for Thanksgiving. I'm making some cheesy biscuits. That sounds yummy. Hello, Wilson McFunk. I love that. Hello. I had a job coach that thought I was a demon. I just wanted to share. He was hella mean to me for no reason. What state do you live in? I'll come and we'll egg his house. I'll help you. Wounded Dream, 67. You're 67? Congratulations on being a guest. I love being a guest. He straight up told me to go to hell. Your coach said that to you? And he would side-eye me constantly and like test me. How old are you? My condolences to you. She did not pass away. She left. See, I wasn't sure because when I started my YouTube channel, Smitty, I used to always say my mom left. And I'm sorry for you. I really am. That's terrible. Because I couldn't say my mom had passed away. But that's what this channel has done for me. They helped me cope with my mom's passing and made me realize that saying dead or death was not such a scary word for me as it used to be. You know what I mean? So when you said your mom went away, that's what immediately I thought of was you must mean that. So I hope you have a peaceful Thanksgiving. Bless you and your family. You as well. You as well. Look who is backstage, y'all. There's our Hawaiian warrior. Hello.
Hey, hello.
How are you, Sean? Aloha. I love your background, Sean.
Yeah, I created that.
It's lovely. Hi, well, welcome, Wilson. Welcome. This guy was saying this to me at like 17. Well, I don't know where your parents were, but I think I would have gone and had a discussion with them. Solaris, welcome. Welcome. I'm glad your channel has become a safe space for you. I hope you have a lovely night and thank you. Well, welcome and hope you come back, Smitty. I got a very strong kinship with my mother too. I am so afraid of losing her also. It's the hardest thing. Now, I've never lost a child. And they say that losing a child is the hardest. I've come very, very close to it a couple of times. And if you stick around the channel, you'll know more about that. But when I lost my mom, I'm a completely different person. And my mom's been gone now for 6 years. She passed away on her father's birthday, the day after Christmas. And yeah, it was a big deal. But this channel and the people who hang out here and have become dear, dear friends to me have helped me a lot to be able to navigate that. I have a heart on for me. Well, thank you. Doing my job then. Dot underscore, is it a rolled turkey breast? I do a turkey breast and leg for Hanukkah lunch with family. It's too darn hot here in December to cook an entire turkey. I think I'll miss her food. Bless you, Robert. Bless you. You know what? Just love her while she's here. Make a lot of great memories. The hardest thing about losing somebody is the guilt, if you ask me. If you ask me, it's the guilt. That was the hardest, and I still struggle with some guilt about my mom, even though she and I were very close. And the anger. There are 5 stages of grief, and I'm still angry at some things. And if I allow myself to think too much, I could get even more angry. It caused and because of my anger, it caused a lot of rift in my family with myself and different people. And then it took losing my sister 15 months later to repair some of those things. So it's a difficult thing. Love your people while they're here. That's what Thanksgiving and Christmas is about. Sean, what's going on, my friend? What do we do in Hawaii for Thanksgiving?
We usually make little pig.
Oh, that's right. The pig. You just stick you just pardon me. You just stick a rod all the way through. You impale the pig.
That's huli huli. That's a different one.
Oh, so tell me how this works.
Okay, what we do is we cut out the pig and we burn all the hair off with a torch.
Okay.
And the pig, actually, we stick hot rocks in the middle after we lay banana leaves inside a pit that's
That
heated
is
with charcoal.
right. Yes, tell me more. That's right.
And then we lay down 2 pigs with hot rocks that be heated on the hot charcoal. After we laid out the banana stumps and everything, and we put chicken wire right around the pig and just wrapped it up like a tortilla. And then we lay taro leaves on top of it. And then on the taro leaves, we use barley bags, like barley grain bags.
Yeah.
And we use those barley wet bags to soak up keep the moisture of the leaves on top of the pig. And then we bury it in the dirt. And then
it stays there for hours, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes overnight.
Yeah, it is overnight, at least 12 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I only saw that done one time, Sean, because you know my best childhood friend, she's Hawaiian, and we did that at her house. I thought it was the oddest thing that we were digging a hole in her backyard and putting meat into on top of those big old leaves, And then what kind of like what traditional sides would you eat with it?
Well, we got breadfruit. Sweet potato, we call ulu, yams, and
Wait,
then you also can.
Isn't
you
yams
also can
potato same
get
thing?
No, we have yellow and orange yam. Other than the sweet potato, here is purple.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Keep going. Robert says aloha or mahalo.
Aloha, brother. Aloha, brother.
Robert looks Hispanic. Are you? I mean, you look part Hispanic, part Hawaiian. Are you Hawaiian, Robert?
If he's Maori, that means Kia'ora is Is
Oh.
his language. Yeah, hello.
His cousin is Hawaiian. Okay.
Mhm. That's cool.
Lou says that sounds similar to Mari Hangi.
Yeah, the Mori Hangi. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Same process.
Okay, so
Same process.
you don't do like stuffing or anything
We
like
do,
that.
but we do that on the stove.
And then do you guys put fruit in your stuffing? Like a dried fruit?
Yeah.
No?
Just
I
keep it
think
traditional.
I think I had a stuffing once and I don't remember where it might have been because on our block where I grew up at, we had Hawaiian, Samoan, Hispanic,
Oh yeah,
me,
yeah,
the white girl.
yeah.
And I just remember there was a stuffing brought to one. We always had, big meals all together as a block. And
If it's Samoan, they might have had ulu, which is breadfruit in it.
oh, okay. I knew there was
Yeah.
something sweet in it.
Yeah, because the breadfruit is the national Samoan fruit.
Okay.
Mhm.
So keep going.
And then every Samoan in their village has each sibling has a tree, especially for them. Their parents would plant.
They plant a tree.
Yeah, every time they have a kid, they put a tree in the ground.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mhm.
I
It's
love
tradition.
that. I love that.
And then part of the process, we can also put in turkey inside with the little pig.
Do you guys like the turkey?
Oh yeah, it breaks up like you know how like rotisserie chicken?
Yes.
Yeah, it shreds really apart. It's
Yeah,
like the pig.
it's so tender.
It's like the pig you ate at the Samoan's party. It
What
really
do they-
shreds.
What do they call the pig meat in Hawaiian? Because I remember we didn't call it pig, we called it something else.
Pua'a.
Po'a. Okay. I got it.
Pua'a. Pua'a.
Po'a.
Yeah, P-U the A apostrophe A. Pua'a.
Gotcha. And then what do you guys have? Do you have desserts?
Usually haupia, coconut dish. That's made with cornstarch and coconut milk.
What?
And yeah, it's like a gelatin, but it's all coconut milk.
That sounds delicious.
And then we also have raw stuff like raw fish, OPE.
I tried raw fish one time.
Mhm.
Never again. I don't even eat sushi. I don't even eat sushi. Backstage. You're backstage twice. Oh, hold on. I'm getting some porn. Hold on. All right, let me do this. I figured it was porn.
Hell?
Yeah, so there's this person backstage. Y'all, I have to tell you about it. I can't
Porn bombing
say
you.
this for myself. So it's backstage and they're showing me porn, right?
The porn bombing you.
Yeah,
That's
and I just have to say I've seen better porn. I really, really have. I've seen better porn. So if you could do me a favor, if you don't mind, if you're going to bring some porn here to me, you got to up your game on it. Okay. I appreciate it. And, with that, I'm going to have to kick you from the studio and ban from the studio. So come back as a different name. I appreciate, but I've seen much better porn than that. That's kind of gross. All right. T Rose 22K, hello. Yeah, anytime I get porn bombed in back chat, I'm just gonna tell you guys about it. I understand that we're talking about food, you guys, but why keep that to myself? I mean, someone might need to hear it. __ said this meal Sean is describing sounds delicious. product of the
Mhm.
Southwest. Robert is Navajo and Mexican. Love it.
Okay.
Would
I'm
love
part
ahead.
Apache. So Robert, my grandfather is my American grandfather is originally from Mississippi.
T Rose says that they picked a hell of a time to tune in. Right. Y'all, I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on. Don't you worry about it. And they act like I'm shocked. I'm not, y'all. I've seen it all. Okay. I've made a porn, didn't get paid for it. And then I realized, oh my God, my kids are, what happens if me and my beefcake die at the same time and my poor children come in here and start having to clean out my house and go through my bedroom and find a porn video of me and their dad? Y'all, I had to tell Beefcake, I was like, honey, go watch it one more time because I had no care to see myself anymore. And I was like, you can watch it one more time, then we got to destroy it because our poor children, we can't leave that to them. What the fuck is going on, little Sainty? I don't know. Oh no. There's another stream. Yeah, that's what's happened. Bro, she crazy. Don't dare try to hit that. It says the one who has 6669. Yeah. Food sometimes is more satisfying, especially when you get to a certain age. I mean, I'm good for 14 minutes in case y'all haven't heard. And what?
Lizzo, get rid of this guy. What's up? He's a troll. I can tell already.
Homie, I'm in the bottom warning you, brother.
See? Lulu, get rid of this guy.
Nah, brah, what the hell?
Yeah, right.
I feel hooked on phonics.
I can recognize a troll anytime, bro. I've been online how long, and I know
Lizzo
troll.
might be asleep. Any of the mods, go ahead and
get rid of him.
So is it a big family? Because you're still American, but you live in Hawaii, and
well, the thing is, we're the only royal monarch in the United States.
Right. Mm-hmm. I agree. But what I want to know
we're still considered American.
Right. What I want to know is, do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving the way we do? Is it a tradition?
No,
is it a family tradition?
No.
Okay.
What it is it's bigger than that.
Okay.
Here it's like we accept anybody to come to our parties, even outsiders like friends. Come on down, man. Let's have a great time.
Why is Backstage back? That's dumb porn too, dude. Quit sending me porn of giving head. I mean, I could teach you a few things. Jeez Louise. Stop it. MC Nimsis. I know that name. Have you been on my panel before?
MC Nemesis on Amazon Music. I wouldn't recognize you.
I swear I know that name, but I don't know it as, hold on. Yo, let me speak. No trash talk unless you want it back. Well, this is going to be good. Yeah, I'm going to have to let him up, but I am going to put up a banner because I just don't trust people, but because I've seen you MC before. I didn't know if you've been in here before, but I'm going to put up give me just a second. I'm going to put up an overlay real quick. Let's put up, no, that's not good. Let's put up a full.
Yes, it is. Hawaii is under United States illegally, but just like everywhere else.
Why are my overlays working right?
It is.
There we
But
go.
then we were
Okay.
state illegally, bro. So drop it, DJ.
Hello.
Hey, I don't think that you know me, that you're pretending like you do.
I said I've seen you, meaning
Oh.
I think I've known you as in that I've seen you in either other chats or, yeah. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, let's focus on this conversation. Let's not worry about other chats.
That up there says according to Leanie. So I chat about what I want to chat about, just in
Well,
case you didn't know that.
Well, I'm just saying.
Don't
that,
start no shit. There won't be no shit.
I'm just saying that. I'm
Well,
not
I'm just
talking
saying.
about that. Do
You're
you
not talking
understand?
about what? Do you understand?
Like, I'm not talking about past conversation. We can have a conversation now.
What past conversation are you discussing? What are you even
I don't
saying?
know. You're the one who brought it up.
I didn't bring up any past
You
conversation.
said,
What are you talking about?
I've seen you in other conversations.
I said I have seen you someplace before. I didn't know where.
Where have you seen me?
I said I didn't know where.
All right. Well, let's focus on this conversation.
Okay,
So what's
what
the
would you like
topic?
to do? What would you like to discuss? Go ahead. I'm listening. I've already seen this porn video that you sent me. I'm not
I've
interested
not
in that
sent you
either.
a porn video.
I'm not talking to you either. I've got more than one person in backstage. Keep going.
Oh Lord, are you trying to have a conversation with more than one person at a time?
No.
Like, can you focus on, like,
No.
I'm on your panel right now, right? I
Right.
took the time out of my day to come up here to try to have a conversation, and you haven't asked me one motherfucking question.
Not one motherfucking question.
You're a
Yes, I
shit
did.
host. Like, you are
Yes,
the
I did.
shittiest
I
host
said,
of
what
the
would you like to talk about? So I did.
Well, are you focused on me now or somebody
Yeah, I'm
else?
focused. Oh, you've got my total attention. What do
Okay.
you need from me?
Yeah, since you're the host and you don't have a topic for some reason. Do you believe in God?
Okay, so you cussed me out like that, and your first question to me is, do I believe in God?
Well, so are you offended by profanity? Cause fuck, shit,
Not
goddamn,
at all.
motherfuck,
Not at
all
all.
that
Not at,
stuff is
listen,
not
if you're up here
disrespectful.
just to piss me off, it's
Do
not
you
going to
know
work.
that fucking shit profanity ain't disrespectful, right? To cuss.
I don't feel any disrespect whatsoever. None, zero.
Okay, so
I
answer the
don't get
question.
offended.
Well, answer the question then.
Which question is it? Do I believe in God? Yes, I do.
Okay, which God and why?
Remember when you first came up here, you said, let's not talk about the old conversations.
Can you
Let's
answer the
just stay
question?
on. No, hold on. You said,
You
let's
said there
not talk
wasn't a
about the.
topic, so I'm
Listen,
popping the
don't make
question.
me.
This is not an
Do
answer to
not
the
make
question.
me.
No. God damn
You
it!
must have. You must have.
Answer the goddamn question.
You must have forgot.
I don't care.
Sir, you must have forgot.
Don't give a
that.
fuck.
Okay, see, he must have forgot where he is. You just came up here to argue, and I'm not doing it with you because as big as you are, I'd make you walk away and your dick would be so tiny by the time I got done eating you up and spitting you out that you would probably get off my panel and cry for a little while. You don't want none of this, believe you me. I'm a lot older and a lot wiser than you are. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else.
That fucker was young. He was a young guy.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with it. You have
young, stupid, religious hypocrisy.
No, all you know. He said, "Let's just talk about the topic."
And then he goes, "Oh, he asks you, oh, you believe in God, but he swears." Really?
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, sorry for that, you guys. But I'm not sorry. I love talking to people. Absolutely love talking to people.
No. But let me just say this. Let me just say this, Lady, real fast. Everybody here, here's the thing about trolls. They will only pick on places that people are highly sub to. So, Lini, they're picking on you because you're one of favorites on YouTube. That's why they're doing it.
Well, thank you for saying that, Sean, but nobody knows we're here. But thank you.
Well, because I've been online so long. I know trolls. I can smell trolls. I can see how they talk.
Yeah, I knew I had seen him somewhere. I couldn't figure out where I'd seen him or what.
Yeah.
He didn't make an impact on me to remember him.
Exactly. And what you guys need to understand is trolls are clout chasers. Because they want to build shit and record shit off of your channel, making you look like an ass because you're one of the high subscribed channels on YouTube.
Not really. But I made my goal. I made my goal. All I wanted to be
exactly.
was
That's what I'm saying. That's what they're trying to do.
No, T-Rose, you're fine. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Stay. You don't.
T-Rose, you're fine.
T-Rose.
Yeah, you're fine. But what I'm trying to say is that they're trying to subtract your subscribers from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's okay. Good to see you guys. Thank you all for being here. Mr. Guitar, I play guitar. Kelsey is here. Who else did I see? Conscience, Cookie Monster. Hello. Yeah, y'all take the link. So funny, bro. You're welcome to take the link at all. Don't start no shit. There won't be no shit. I'm willing to talk about anything in the world as long as it's respectful. If you want to be disrespectful, I can be disrespectful too. I would have loved to sit here and roast him, but when you won't shut up when it's my turn to talk, then you ruin my game for me, and you got to go.
The way he sounded, and I recognize already, he's a young punk chauvinist pig. You know?
Yeah. Anyways, you guys have family over. I don't tonight. In fact, I'm not having family here. I'm going to my family's house. I'm going to my children's house. And I love it that way, y'all. I love it.
Yeah. My family can wait to fucking Thursday. They ain't seen me in my house.
Do you guys set stuff up, Sean? So your block doesn't look like mine, right? So I imagine the street that you live on, is it dirt covered?
No, we have actual asphalt.
Okay, so do you guys block it off and then have like a block party?
Yes.
Oh, I miss those being young.
No,
I really miss block parties.
And then what we'll do is we'll go to every single tent of each family, and we'll make a couple, like maybe 30, 40 plates, hand them out to the families that is less fortunate.
That is so sweet. That's so sweet. Well, the older people because I told you, I mean, the neighborhood I live in, these people built these houses in the 80s, right? Mm-hmm. So most of the people that are still living in their houses, they're elderly. All their kids are gone already, right? But I've noticed the ones that have passed away, like our house, Wentz and Mary Beth built this house, and they're both deceased now, right? But his best friend, Mr. Joe, still lives next door. But what I've noticed is all of the families still come back, which we only have like 7 houses on our street because everybody owns like at least an acre of land. So JK's in the house, y'all.
Jonathan. What's up,
ham
Jonathan?
For you. T-Rose, we have ham and turkey. So beefcake, my husband is making the ham, and then my son-in-law is making the turkey, and then on Friday we have to go to Beefcake's mom because her husband passed away this year, and she just doesn't want to come out. I mean, I'm just trying to honor her wishes. You know, it's her choice. And so we said, okay, Mom, if you don't want to come and be amongst a lot of people, which I understand, then Beefcake and I are going to go over there on Friday. And so Beefcake is also he's making his mom, I'm sorry, bought a breast of turkey, so she's making that. So I'll find out how good that is.
Well, my mom is going through the same thing too, because she lost my stepfather in August. So she's kind of feeling how like your mother-in-law is feeling too. And then my sister is up with her with Thanksgiving, watching over her. And then my wife will go and check her on the things and take care of the daughters up there. She's just trying to lift spirits up.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. They were married. I mean, can you imagine losing your spouse? Your children are gone, even though your children still want you to come over. You know, she still has to do her mourning part, and so I'm not giving her any grief. I was just like, look, we just want to come and share a meal with you and be grateful for you. And she was like, please just come over. I just don't want to go anywhere. And you have to honor that. You have to. JK, it's so good to see you down in Florida. We love you so much. We've missed you. I hope you're well. T-Rose lives in Pinellas County, Florida. People are driving like flies and the insurance is ridiculous. I lived in Pinellas County for 1 year. I was born in Florida, actually. I was born in Dade County, Miami.
We're up to Florida.
Do what?
I said we're up to Florida.
Yeah, and then I moved to Florida, and I'm telling you, the whole reason I wanted to leave Florida, to tell you the truth, is because I have to have all 4 seasons. I have to. There's something wrong with going and getting a Christmas tree in shorts. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all are just used to that and just would die if you had to come here and get a Christmas tree in snow. But I have to have all 4 seasons. Have to. Sorry to hear. Amen. We do the best we can. My mother has dementia and my teenage daughter and I'm taking both my teenage daughter in the car. We're going to make some memories. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, that's good. Because as long as when I was a nurse, as long as you keep the brain functioning, they're still there. You know, especially with dementia. My mother-in-law has that.
I have to tell you guys, y'all know I watch all kind of things on YouTube. Usually, it's the stuff I watch. You guys, is so silly. You guys would hate it. You know who my friends are, and the cornier the people are, the more I'm interested in them. And so last night I wanted to watch some Thanksgiving things. And y'all, do you remember the old sitcom in the United States called, it was called Family? And it had Christy McNichol in it. And she was a teenager and her name on it was Buddy. Yeah. Anyways, I found a bunch of old sitcoms like that's on a YouTube channel, and it shows, like, you could just look up all the Thanksgiving ones. So all the old sitcoms that we watched. Yeah. So I was watching that before I signed on, you guys. Oh, I love watching that stuff.
Really, that's where I get all my Bonanza episodes for free.
Oh, I love me some Bonanza too. I love my oldest son. He couldn't say Bonanza, but he could say Cartwright. Well, he would say Cartwright, and he would say, I'm gonna watch the Cartwrights, and he loved it. Lulu says, can't imagine a cold holiday season. So much better to party in the summer, especially with the messy kids being able to play outside. See, and for me, I mean, it was just so hard living in Florida, and I mean, to them it was colder, right? Because it was like in the 60s and 70s. But to me, I was like, I mean, this is not cold. I was out on the beach on Christmas Day, not in the water, because the water does get really cold. But
Well, the only thing I can say, I've been to Florida, that is cold is the Atlantic Ocean.
Jonathan, I left when I was 3 weeks old. We left Florida. My father, who we thought my father was in the military, and he was stationed at what base was I born on? It's not there anymore. Got taken out by the Hurricane Andrew. Homestead Air Force Base is where I was born, me and my sisters. And then my father got stationed at Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas, and so we moved there. But it was really cool after many, I mean, I was already in my late 30s by the time I actually got to drive back down to, Miami, where I was from. And I got to go see my mom. In my baby book, it says that my mom lived at Leisure Park, I guess, which was a mobile home park when I was born. And that was all taken out by Hurricane Andrew too. But I still got to drive down there, and that was really, really cool. Really cool.
Really,
Yeah.
do you still have commissary benefits?
I do not, because I divorced. And I gave up all of my benefits to get a divorce so we were married. My ex-husband and I were married for 17 years. But in order to get a divorce, I gave up alimony. I gave up child support. I gave up everything just to get out of that marriage. Everything I signed away. I walked away from a 17-year marriage that I married when I was 14 years old. I walked away with 2 black, huge yard trash bags of stuff, that just my clothes and my shoes and my kids' baby books. That was it. And I was happy to do it. I was just so happy to leave and to be gone. I have no regrets. Now, sure, would my life have been a lot easier if I didn't have no money. I didn't know I was allowed to have a lawyer. That's how young in the head I was. So we just used his lawyer, and I just signed everything. I just wanted a decree that said I was divorced. And would my life have been better if I had gotten alimony and then got part of his retirement that I was entitled to? Yeah, it would have been a lot easier. But peace of mind and to feel safe every day of your life, that trumps any amount of money every day of the week for me, every day of the week. And but I did tell him it wasn't too long ago, guys. It's only been in the last, my granddaughter is 13 now. And I was sitting in the hospital room, and they had taken my daughter down to prep for her cesarean. And I was sitting in there with my ex-husband and my now husband and my mom.
Ooh.
And I looked at both of them, and I was like, I just need to go ahead and tell you both something right now, because I'm a very honest person. And they both just kind of looked at me, because they were talking, I mean, now that we're divorced, we've been divorced a long time. And because I've been with my new husband now for 22 years, this year will be 22 years. So I've been married literally all my life. And I looked at both of them and I said, look here, you both are dying before me. And what I'm going to do is, whichever one of you have made the most money is the Social Security that I'm going to claim. Because as long as you were married for 10 years and you're not remarried or whatever, you can claim any one of those husbands.
Exactly.
And they
Exactly.
just both looked at each other, their mouths were open, and then they looked it back at me, and my mom was like, my mom just started laughing because that's something my mom would have said. But I'm serious about it. I'm just like, whichever one of you effers have made more money by the time you die, you're taking care of me for the rest of
So
my
remember, man, when you get married and 10 years after you die, or after you get married, you're
Yeah.
screwed.
Well, Steve, listen, stick it out for 10 years. Stick it
Go
out.
ahead, be a smart ass for 10 years.
Let's jump in chat real quick. Let's see. Talking about weather. Dot, I've missed a couple of Dot's lives. I did try to catch up. I did catch up on one of them, and I missed another one. Damn
No,
it.
but you have a life to live.
I have a what?
You have a life to live.
Well, that was during the time I was doing my catnap sleeps.
See,
So I'm
no,
on Australian time right now. Australia. I'm in Aussie right now. So I've been sleeping during Aussie times.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, you have life to live for yourself too, other than being on. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
believe me, I'm not on. If I'm on, it's usually playing on my TV, and I still do what I need to do. I still get done what I need to get done, and watch the things and listen to the things that I like to watch. So I get it all done. I just don't always make it to every live, but for my people that I consider my friends, I try to do replay. And if I can't do replay, sometimes I put it on 1.5 or 2.0 speed to get through it and to listen to it. But I always hit the like and all of that because I mean, they don't have to give us their time. I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't have to give y'all my time.
Mhm.
But I kind of like hanging out with my friends. So if it's someone that I care about, yeah, I always go back and try to watch
Let me try
or
to answer
listen to
this.
it like in the car. I'll try to listen to it. Go ahead.
Let me try to answer this guy, Dole Thunder. If he retires from the military, he should be able to get half of his retirement. Well, it works like this. Either he gives her half or not. When he passes, all his retirement goes to her anyway.
Right.
So either way, you know.
Yeah. So he is retired and he works. He definitely makes more money, hands down. And I even told him that. I said, I'm pretty sure it's you. And I called him by his last name.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom just thought, I was like, don't worry about Mama. I said, they're going to die before you two. I'm going to take care of you two with their money. But anyways, he works overseas in Saudi Arabia. So he works for the government over there, and he has for years and years and years. The man has got tons and tons of money. He's in the States right now, and he tried to retire. He couldn't handle. He tried to retire from working overseas. He came home for about 9 months and couldn't handle it, and he went back because he's not married. And let me tell you guys this. Well, let me jump in chat really quick, and then I'm going to tell you guys something that's kind of. I'm sorry, Mr. Hawaiian Jonathan. How do I follow you? And also, how? I hope I don't offend you like pineapple with your ham and clove pepper.
I hate that shit.
Are you kidding me? I love pineapple ham.
I hate pineapple.
Now I don't make the hams, but when I was a little girl, my mom did the pineapple ham, and she would do the cherry in the middle with the clove. I loved it so much. Sometimes it's worth it just to walk away. Yes, my husband's in the military as well. I love the military discounts.
Whoa. Dude, who are you to freaking pass along religious hypocrisy in here? Problem 755. Problem 7544. Don't bring your religious judgment in here, dude.
Well, I don't think that's judgment. It says the gospel of Jesus Christ, God loves us, and through Jesus' death and resurrection, those who trust him receive forgiveness, new life, and a restored relationship with God. I'm gonna say that is that's good talk right there, because it's not a judgment, it's a promise that God gave us. So I'm gonna go with that. All right. So he wasn't yeah, Jonathan. T Rose said my grandfather has shells from Hawaii. When he was stationed there, we have them in our house right now. They are beautiful. You guys have to hear Sean, your conch shell. You guys have to hear Sean blow the conch shell. Gorgeous. Do you know I've never found a conch shell on the beach? Do you guys also know that I grew up on the beaches of Hermosa Beach, California, Long Beach, California, Redondo, California? I have never, ever, ever seen a real jellyfish. And I raised my kids on Tybee Beach in Savannah, Georgia. Never seen one.
Yeah, you don't want to run into him in Hawaii.
So yeah, Dot, that's what I'm talking about. Like he would have had to pay me alimony because he married me when I was 14, right? We were married for 17 years.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and I would have gotten at least half of his retirement. But I signed it all away, every bit of it. But it doesn't matter now, because if he does pass before me, then I'm going to have to divorce Beefcake and live in sin and spend money. I don't know what I would spend money on, you guys. I don't know. Coming from you, it sounds better though. No obligation to watch. Is life. It's frustrating. It'll work out. Well, I don't feel obligated. I just want to support you, and I want to know what's going on in your life there. The only one in chat, sorry, I said I would stop and I didn't. Don't stop, girl. Listen, you know what I always say? I get shitty sometimes. I do. I get shitty a lot. Let me just be honest. I am a middle-aged, really pissed off, post-menopausal woman. So I can get shitty that quick. Okay. But I get shitty sometimes whenever there's no chat, because I'm just like, I could talk to myself in a mirror all damn day, or I could just do this as a video and throw it up there and not have to worry about, chat. So I love when people chat, but I know what you're saying, because sometimes I'll go into people's chat and I feel like I'm the only one chatting. I'm like, okay, I'll shut up. Melly Joe says that she loves pineapple with ham too.
I don't.
Dot says, doesn't Hawaii have a kind of checkered path with pineapple?
Yeah, it does. Because it was imported from the Philippines. That's where it was discovered.
But you don't have pineapple there? You don't have pineapple on the trees?
No, because what happened is they used to find it, and it used up a lot of water. So
but they do. If you guys like mangoes, they grow them wild there. You know how expensive mangoes are in the United States? I don't know if it is anywhere else, but mangoes are freaking expensive, y'all. They're feeding them to the pigs out there because there's so many. They're growing just wild there.
Yeah, it's like we have overabundance of them because it grows 365 days a year.
Lulu says, I can't remember the last time I saw a shell on an Aussie beach. So very rare now. Not since I was a really young kid. You find those little tiny ones, and some of them are really pretty, and you just pick them up. But I've never found like something, and I grew up on the beach, you guys, and I don't care to ever go back to the beach. I just don't. I don't like sand. I don't like the feeling of sand. It makes me feel dirty. I'm a mountain girl. Put me in the mountains every day of the week, and I'm a happy girl. But I've never found anything significant, and I've never seen a real jellyfish. My granddaughter did get stung by a jellyfish last year at the beach, because they go to the beach 2 or 3 times a year. MJ says, I saw a beach in North Carolina covered in jellyfish. That's, I think, where they went, and they sent me video. I've never seen it. T Rose, yeah. Are you over here in StreamYard with us now? Lulu says, we in the other chat can't see you unless we pop in here. Oh, lo siento, mi amiga. Anything blue in Aussie Ocean is toxic and stingy.
That's true. It's the same thing here in Hawaii too. 'Cause we share the same ocean.
For those that don't know, Sean has been bit by a shark. He's got a shark bite on his leg, and homeboy still surfs. Dot says, I like the grass in Hawaii. It feels so soft on your feet. I've never been to Hawaii. When I go, I'm taking all my girlfriends with me. We have already picked out our house. Sean is throwing block parties for us. We are going to have little fruity drinks. They're going to be cooking for us. Oh, it's going to be magnificent. Lulu, I was seeing something about blue things on the beach over there. They look cool, but they also look like stay away. I wonder if were the blue things jellyfish? Because I thought jellyfish are blue.
What they are is they're Portuguese man of war.
Oh man, I've heard of those. Purple, hi, new subscribe here. Thank you so much, Purple. So
Yeah.
glad to see you. Welcome aboard.
They're
Love
basically like related to the jellyfish, but they look like a bubble on top of the water. And what happens is they let their little tentacles down. So anything that comes close to them, they'll wrap that shit around you and ooh, you get sting, like electrified.
That's what my granddaughter said. It got her in the belly. And she was
Yeah.
like, Mammy, it stung so bad. I said, baby, did your daddy pee on you? And she said, no, I didn't want him to pee on me, but he kept chasing me around the beach and told me he was going to pee on me.
Well, what gets it is what you can cure from is vinegar.
A what?
Yeah, you know the liquid vinegar?
Oh,
Cooking
vinegar.
Yeah,
Mm.
vinegar.
Mm,
You just rub
okay.
where the burn area is. That'll cure it.
Joseph, thank you for coming in. He says, John 20:28, and Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord, my God. Jesus said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet believe. Thank you for that. I appreciate it so much. Listen, I love Bible talk, and I love we've had some serious conversations in here about that. I'm not offended at all about this stuff. I love the Bible. It's my favorite book. And without it, I'd be lost. God's gotten me through a lot of things. Thanks for the warm welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Listen, can I just tell you guys, remind you once again, you do not have to sub up. You do not have to become a member if you don't want to. Maggie's going to kill me, and so are my mods. But I'm just letting you guys know that please just hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. It is free. Let people out there know that there's a channel out here that you could interact with. I don't know that I believe it, but please just do that. It's been a long time. We used to try to hit 50 thumbs up every live, and we used to get them, but I just quit. I don't know if it ever makes any difference. Lulu says, I'm not into the beach much either. I like hearing the waves, but prefer freshwater rivers. Me too. I do. I don't know why. I used to love the beach when I was a little girl. I loved it. I loved it. When my kids were little, when we lived in Savannah, Georgia, I loved it. But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, and I cannot seem to get rid of the sand forever. Even when we come home from vacation, I find sand everywhere. It just drives me nuts. I cannot stand it on my feet.
Yeah. When we go surfing, we don't wear underwear. We just wear our board shorts.
Oh, can you get a picture of that for me? I like it. I mean, that's good. That's really, really good content.
Because sooner or later, when you ride a wave, you're gonna get sand in your shorts. So, being that we don't have underwear on, it just goes right through. It flows right out of the shorts.
Well, yeah, send me some video of that. Jonathan says, which is JK. JK says, you see those purple floaters with long tentacles? Beware. Never seen one.
Yeah,
Never,
Portuguese man of war.
ever.
What he's talking about is the Portuguese man of war. Exactly.
Hi, James Armstrong. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Purple Zombie, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Oh, doing your double live, vertical and regular. Yeah, they just started this. So I'm trying to figure it all out. One day I'm going to get it figured out. Because usually I don't even come on StreamYard unless I'm going to do some side shows and I want to do a stream open panel. I want to talk. Hi, Chase. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. We have blue bottles here and they hurt so bad. Never heard of them. Man of War, blue bottles, jellyfish, blue ringed octopus, blue sea slugs. Oh, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, I know. We have them here in Hawaii.
Ooh, dangerous to humans.
Yeah, Lulu, whatever you got in Australia, we got them here.
T-Rose says, I've never been scared of jellyfish, but I got stung recently and had welts around my stomach where the tentacles went on for like 2 weeks. It was the worst pain I ever felt in my life.
It is. It is because what it feels like is, you know how like you get a tattoo done?
Yeah.
You do a tattoo.
Oh, is that what it feels like, a tattoo?
No, but imagine you're getting poked, but then you're also getting shocked at the same time.
She says, never in my life have I been stung by a jellyfish and all kinds of things, and I'm a sea girl. Dot is only allowed to swim in the ocean. Only allowed to swim in the ocean now. Yeah, my daughter too. Lulu says, I saw a kid throw a jellyfish at another kid. Got him in the face and the eye. Poor kid was screaming.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
That's
hope he got a
terrible.
whooping. I hope he got his little butt whipped. Ulysses!
Well, the kid who picked it up, lucky he didn't get stung, but then throwing it at another kid is terrible.
That is, I can't imagine getting, oh no. Daniel Sports Highlights, so good to see you. Happy Wednesday Eve, or Wednesday to you, which is Turkey Eve. All right, I want to show you guys some. I wanted to bring up some stuff. Where is Maggie? She isn't up this time of day. Maggie, you know Maggie. That girl, she gets mad at she doesn't get mad at me, but she fusses at me if I'm late to talk to her. But yeah, it depends on how well she sleeps the night before. Maggie, if you're in the bushes, get on panel, or else Miss Barbara's coming to beat your ass.
Maggie.
All right.
On up.
Oh, Lizzo says, I got stung by a blue bottle. It hurt like hell. I screamed the place down. Well, thank God I've never been.
Oh, yeah.
I did give birth 3 times without any pain medicine. Does that count? Anyone? 3 times, 3 whole times.
Maybe not as much as. No, maybe not as much as what they're talking about.
Sean, you shut your mouth. You don't even know.
No, because I've seen women who canoe paddle, right? And they had the Portuguese man of war in the water, and they would get sting in the crotch area, and they would scream their heads off.
Well, people want to scream when their vagina is being ripped apart from children out of them too.
Well, that, but then I think because it's a stinging sensation.
Oh, you don't think it stinks? Why do you think they call it the ring of fire when the head is coming out? Sean, you don't know, honey. This is what I'm going to need you to do, Sean. I'm going to need you to try to shit a watermelon.
Oh, hell no. Thank God.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
try to shit a watermelon. It stings like hell because it stretches to it. Oh, God. Oh, y'all tell him. Y'all tell Sean. I'm going to grab a cigarette real quick, and then we're going to get into some forgotten Thanksgiving traditions, some retro traditions that that maybe you still do and maybe you don't do. Wild Angel, hello. The Ring of Fire. That's what it's called. Don't make me bring it up, y'all. Don't make us have listen, don't make me turn this into an anatomy class and having children's class. Wild Angels had 15 children out of her vagina, y'all. She will tell you about that Ring of Fire. There's nothing like the Ring of Fire. Anyways, I'm going to smoke. I'm going to let Sean chit chat with chatters. If he doesn't mind doing it. I don't mind. And then we'll be back, and I want to talk about some things of Thanksgiving. Wild Angel, it sounds funnier to say 15. I know you only had 11. 11, 15, and why stop at 11? I mean, it makes no difference. I mean, after like 8, I think I would have quit counting. Because now I lose track of my grandchildren's names, y'all. And I call him number 1, number 2, number 3. And little number 10, I call him number 10. I can't help it. All right. Sean, you got this. I'll BRB.
You got it. Hey, Wild Angel. Lizzo. Yeah. I've been down that road where in the water, there's street stuff. I've seen them put you in Man of War, and the worst we can do is, step on a rockfish, which can kill you, or you can eat a bluefish, that can kill you. And a rockfish, you can't even tell it's a fish. What it does is camouflages itself next to a damn reef area or a sea rock. And as soon as you step on the spines, you get the toxin right in you. Jellyfish are always in the water, especially when there's storms. Like you have storms out in the ocean, that's when they're gonna start coming in. And that's when we get loaded with Portuguese Man of War. Majority of the time, we get calm weathers, especially in summer and spring. Here in the winter, the waves be blowing and the surf is on. It's like maybe, 40, 50 feet, sometimes 60 feet, depending on the area. Like Oahu, in Oahu, there's a place called North Shore. That place is where they hold the world championships for surfing every year. And those waves are huge. I wouldn't even go and paddle out to those waves and catch those waves. Jonathan Shaw. My name is Jonathan.
Okay, I am back. Yes, if you guys don't mind dropping links, I would appreciate that so much. Drop links to all of our Sean, type something in chat, honey, so we can put your channel in, please. Just put hi in the chat so they can grab it.
Right there.
And yeah, if the mods don't mind dropping links, I would appreciate that so much too. Even if some of our friends aren't here, you guys drop links to those people as well. I appreciate it so much. You guys, I just remembered the last time I was at the beach and I got scared. And I think this led to me not liking beaches, and it just hit me out there when Sean was talking about the waves. So the last time I went and swam like in an ocean was at Tybee Beach in Savannah, Georgia. And I was just swimming, having a good time. I'm not kidding you. What do you call those? Where they drag you out? Undercurrent?
Oh yeah, undertow.
I got caught in an undertow, and it scared the shit. I've heard about them my whole life.
Yeah.
And because I grew up at the beach, and
Yeah.
I got caught, and I for a minute I panicked, and it grabbed me, and I went under, and then I popped out, and I can't tell you how far away from shore I was, but
Mhm.
like I don't think anybody was paying attention. And I was panicking, and then I thought to myself, okay, get it together. You know about this. What are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
doing? And y'all, because at first I was panicking and I was trying to swim to shore. You can't. It doesn't let you go forward. So, and it just keeps taking you out further and further. And then it hit me, swim sideways. So I looked over at the pier, which was a long way away, but I could see it, and I could see that it was parallel to the way that I was going out to sea. And I swam towards the pier so that I was parallel. And it took me, I'm not kidding you, it felt like, I don't know how long, but it felt like forever. I'm sure because I was also panicky that it took me forever to get out of that. And when I did, it's almost like when you come out of it, you feel like you're almost floating because there's nothing working against you anymore. You're too far out to feel the waves. So you just feel the water up, you're bobbing up and down. And so I flipped over on my back and I just floated for a minute just to get my breath and to calm myself down. And then I swam in. And I don't know how long it took me to get there, but I never, after that, swam in a rip current. Yes. That was the last time I ever, now I put my feet in the water and I sat in the water. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the last time I did it was in the Bahamas because I had to go back to my ancestral waters and bathe myself in them. And that's my ancestral waters. So, but there were no waves there, obviously. But that was the last time I ever went into the water like that. Hi, Rusty. It's been a while since you've been here. Don't act like you ain't seen them eyes before. I know that name. Hello. Thank you to the mods for dropping links. You guys, these are my friends. These are people that I hang out with, that I would hang out with. You guys, please sub up to them. It doesn't cost anything to sub somebody and to help a channel. So if you guys don't mind doing that, I appreciate you so much for that. All right, Sean, let's get into this. Let's talk about the reason that we're all here. Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite. I think it is my favorite holiday. I really think it's my favorite holiday because by the time Thanksgiving shows up to my house is completely decorated and ready to bring in Christmas. And except for my family Christmas tree because we always cut one down. But all the other Christmas trees are lit up in the house. My house is fully decorated. The outside of my house is lit up. It just feels magical. It starts and I feel close to, since my mom has been gone, I feel closer to the older generation. I didn't before my mom left, but when my mom passed away, things changed for me with the holidays, and I had to set some standards for myself in order to participate in any of the holidays anymore, right? And so, but when mom passed away, Thanksgiving reminds me now of my mom and dad, my childhood Thanksgiving with my mother in there cooking in the kitchen. Before mom passed away, and she was at every Thanksgiving dinner. It was, for me, it was more about my kids and then my grandkids. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to teach them the traditions. I'm a very, very, very traditional person, and I'm trying to teach them, keep everything, adding in some of the new, especially as the kids got older and they were developing their own, but always keeping parts of my mother's traditions alive, keeping parts of ones that I brought to my adulthood that my kids remember, and then telling the stories, the old stories. And so for me, Thanksgiving probably is my favorite holiday because of the warmth, and even those family members, my sister, my mama, my grandpa, my grandmother, these precious people to me. I feel the closest to them on those on Thanksgiving. Not even their birthdays, not even the date they went to heaven. It is Thanksgiving that I actually feel like I can feel my loved ones because of the traditions that we carry. So I wanted to. That's why I wanted to bring this in real quick. Let me. T Rose, we're so happy to have you. I hope you come back. I love your commentary. I love you being here. And I hope you stick around and enjoy the channel and become one of us. Wild Angel says, what are you thankful for? We go around on Thanksgiving and go around the room and ask everyone, and everyone shares. I love that. I think a lot of American families probably do that. I went and saw my dad the night before last night. He's at my sister's house and for Thanksgiving. And he when we were leaving, my sister has these huge windows that you could look in and still see them sitting there. And it hit me all of a sudden. The last Thanksgiving I spent in that house was the last Thanksgiving I had with my mom. And my husband and I were talking about how it was set up and where my mom was sitting in there. And that year we did something a little bit different, Wild Angel. We, for some reason, my sister had it where whoever you were sitting, instead of picking what you're thankful for and whatever like that, the person to behind you, so which would be to your right, you look over at them and then you say something, you said something that you were thankful about that person right there. Well, you guys know my family, okay? We are all sarcastic piece of shits. I'm not kidding you. It's hard to get anybody to be serious because that's how we hide our pain. And that's how we stop from, like, if someone's going to tear up, then somebody will say something smart ass and then it's gone. You know, that feeling's gone. And it's a way of protecting ourselves. And we've always been that way. And that year was the only year that I can ever remember since I've been an adult that nobody said anything smart. Nobody tried to stop the person who was speaking a thankful about the other person. And I just thought that was the weirdest thing. And now I know, because it was my mom's last Thanksgiving. That's why. And it's so funny how God does things within families, you know? And so that was a really good feeling when we were driving away, and I was talking about that with BK. But I want to, if you guys don't mind, if you would just indulge me, I hope you will enjoy just going back in time. Just a minute. I love nostalgic things. Wait till you see my house. If you have not seen my house yet, you'll know. I am a 56-year-old woman living 100 years ago in the past. So let me pull something on. The last thing we were talking about was food. So I'm going to bring up this one. And we'll make it big. So take me and Sean off a minute and make this go big. Take this off a minute. And I'm going to try to work through, because I quit paying for YouTube Premium, y'all. one day maybe we'll have enough members or whatever where I'll start paying for it again. But right now I'm not paying. So we're gonna have to just deal with ads, and I'm gonna try to get through those really quick. All right, I'm not gonna be able to see chat. Mods, I know you guys got that. Thank you so much for being here. And let's take a look at the past really quick. My source is BuzzFeed, you guys, and this was written just today, on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. This was just written today. And it talks about the traditional American Thanksgiving meal is pretty much set in stone. Now, these are traditional. A lot of people now don't like turkey, so they don't eat turkey. We have a ham and turkey because our families are so big. We're so big. I have 10 grandchildren, people, and I have 5 of my own children, and 4 of those decided to get married. So we have lots of people, and that's just my family. Okay. So I know things have changed. Maybe we've added to or taken away from this, but I feel like most of this is still the staple on almost every American Thanksgiving table. We have a turkey, mashed potatoes. Let me know if you have mashed potatoes. Cranberry sauce. I know I saw Dot say that she makes her own cranberry. What do you call it? Cranberry. I can't see chat right now, but it's called something different. It's not cranberry sauce. It's cranberry something. It's got the whole cranberries in it. My sister makes that too, and it's delicioso. Stuffing. Some people call stuffing dressing. I'm going to tell you the difference in my family, what stuffing and dressing is. Stuffing is the dressing that you would stuff into the butt of the bird. Okay. So my mom always stuffed the butt of the bird, and then she would make a side dish of stuffing, which we call dressing, that was just on the side. My mom and my dad's and my sister's favorite part, and I guess maybe my whole family except for mine, of the stuffing was the stuff that was in the bird, because they said that it tasted more like turkey because of the turkey juices. You guys, it grosses me out. I cannot help it. They're both the same exact dressing, right? One of them you stuff into the bird, and the other one you just put into a casserole dish and you stick it in the oven. But when you take it out of the bird, it looks completely different than what you're eating out of the casserole dish. It's like a gray color. And I get more than grossed out about it. I can't do it. So when I was a young girl, I just wanted, if you guys are sick of hearing my stories, I'm sorry. Cranberries, a little water, and a little sugar, easy peasy. Okay, so let me just tell you guys what had happened to me once. Now, you guys know the first time I got married, I was 14. Not only did I get married at 14, but I had my first child at 15, and 3 months after I had her, I moved to a foreign country and had 2 other children. So by the time I came back from the States, I was 19 years old with 3 kids and married. So obviously I had to learn real quick how to make a Thanksgiving dinner. Well, when I was a kid, my mother, one of the traditions was my mom would keep our turkey in the freezer until the Wednesday morning. She would pull it out. No, I'm sorry, Tuesday evening. She would take it out Tuesday evening after everybody had their bath. And my mom would fill up the bathtub, honest to God, because my mom always bought the biggest turkey there was. So it was like anywhere from a 25 to 30 pound turkey, because we had people in and out all the time. My mom would float the bird. Okay, that's what we called it, float the bird. And mom would put it in the bathtub because the sinks were too small, and she would put it in cold water. And by the time we woke up Wednesday and after mom made all of the, the side dishes and got them put away and stuff, to be put in the oven on Thanksgiving Day, the turkey would be thawed out. So she pulled that turkey out of the tub, and it was it just began the festivities. The turkey, it's Tuesday turkey, float the bird day. And that's what we call it, the float the bird day. And that began the festivities at our house. It was a big deal. So that one of those years, I had decided, my big sisters were in the kitchen and they were helping mom. The turkey was taken out of the tub, taken apart, cleaned out, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I was little, I was only about 6. And I said, I'll take the stuff out of the butt. Big mistake. Because my mom had left the kitchen. One of my sisters had left the kitchen, and my oldest sister, who you guys have met on here, was left in the kitchen with me. And she was like, all right, you can take everything out, just fill in there, you'll fill it, pull it out. So I was doing that. Well, once we got everything out of the butt, and then you open up the neck and you take the neck out and all that, I was like, okay, now what? Because I decided I wanted to stuff that frickin' bird, right? And so she said, all right, you pull like the legs just apart, not break up, but you just like stretch, start stuffing that in there. And I was like, hi, Stephanie. And so I started pulling the legs apart, and honest to God, you guys, I thought that turkey, cock-a-doodle-doo, but not the whole cock-a-doodle-doo. It just went or something like that. Made this really like that. And y'all, I screamed bloody murder. I thought the turkey was still alive. Oh my God. My mom comes running in, my dad, my sister, everybody's in there, and they're like, what happened? And my oldest sister was laughing her ass off at me. And I was screaming, it's alive! It's alive! I was so scared, y'all, and it didn't have a head on it, because I had been told my whole life that when you kill a chicken, you cut its head off, it'll still run around the yard. So I'm thinking that this turkey was going to jump up and start running around because it didn't have a head on, and I woke it up or something. And all it was, when you pull, it was the ligaments or whatever making that noise from pulling apart. Anyways, I was traumatized. I didn't stuff the bird, never wanted to touch a bird. Well, here I was, 15 years old in Germany, never had made turkey, never had made shit, nothing, right? I didn't know how to make stuffing. So I bought me some stovetop. Okay. Don't judge a girl. Didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, I'll be damned. Oh my God. And I was so scared, y'all, even all these years later. I floated the turkey. I did everything I remember my mom doing. I was so excited. I floated the damn turkey, got the turkey out, and I cleaned it out. And I was not going to pull apart the legs. I was not going to stretch the thing. Y'all, I could not put my hand in that turkey. I just could not. I was so scared of that turkey. So I called my ex-husband and I was like, look at here. I'm scared. And he was always trying to make me grow up, right? And so he was like, you can do it. Every other woman's done it. This is how we make turkey. We stuff the bird. And I was like, you can't just stuff the bird. And he's like, no, you can do it because you need to know how to do. I was like, fine, leave the room. And so he left. Y'all, I took a spoon and I shoved some of that turkey, that stuffing, stovetop, mind you, in that bird, like deep in there. And I was like, this is crap. I had seen before, I don't know where somebody had put fruit inside of their turkey. Y'all, the stories I could tell you about having to learn to cook on your own at a young age in a foreign country where there's just not a grocery store right down the road that you can just grab stuff. You just got to make it up as you're going along. I just could not stuff that damn turkey with anything else. So I don't know where I saw it. My mom never made it like this, but I saw, maybe it was the Cajun cook, Justin Wilson, because Mama was forever watching him. He put fruit inside of his turkey butt. So y'all, you know what I did? I took out oranges out of the refrigerator and I stuffed that damn turkey I just shoved the oranges in his butt, closed it up, did not tell my ex-husband, nothing. I was like, I've seen this happen before. This is going to work out really well. And I cooked the damn turkey like that. So it's always a man's job that he would be the one to cut the turkey and, reach in and grab the stuffing. And he liked the stuffing in the bird too and all that. And I always just found it so disgustingly gross. I couldn't handle it. Even just young, even today, I will not eat it. It's gross. And he reached in there with that spoon to get him out some, y'all, and that orange, there was like 2 oranges in it. And then at the very up by the neck is where the stuffing was that I was able to put in it. And he was like, what the hell is this? And he started pulling it out. And there was like 2 of those. He's like, what did you do? And I was like, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And I was like, there's some in the top, but I couldn't do it. Y'all, I thank God he didn't get mad at me. He just laughed at me and it tasted really good. It did. It tasted really good. And he still got some stuff in. But after that, I never tried that again. Never. My second to the oldest daughter, when we moved back to the States and went to visit my mom for Thanksgiving, she had never seen a bird stuff. So of course she wanted to stuff the bird. And she loves stuffing the bird. Even today, she finds it just interesting. I don't stuff the bird. I think it's disgusting. But I don't even make the bird anymore. My husband makes all the meat in the house. He carries the meat. He makes the meat. It's the way it's going down. All right. So let's get back to this. I don't know why I told you guys that story, but it was a good one. So turkey, mashed potato, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and maybe a vegetable. I don't know about y'all, but we have to have vegetables. A green bean casserole is quite popular, but I myself am a balsamic glazed Brussels sprouts and creamed spinach guy. I've never had either of those, but I'm willing to try them. Green bean casserole, I don't like it. I'm not going to make it. I don't know why. I like cream of mushroom soup. I like green beans. I think it is and I love onions, but I think it's the fried onions on top. I can't get down with it. I don't know why. It messes up the whole thing to me, but my family loves it. So they make it and I just don't eat it. What I eat, because when I was a little girl, no one made green bean casserole. My mother made, we used to snap those beans, y'all. Mama made snap beans and she would put those little red potatoes and onions and some baking grease. And that's what we ate. We were very, and I still am, when I cook, I'm very Southern and I cook the way my mom cooked. So I don't understand people that don't. And then some people say corn is a vegetable. Corn is not a vegetable. It's a starch. But if you want to believe it to be a vegetable, y'all go do your thing. Do your thing. But I really do want to try that balsamic glazed Brussels sprouts. And then it says, of course, like every family likes to have their own twist, which I think is happening more and more and more now. Macaroni and cheese is always going to be good. We have started the macaroni and cheese thing, and I think it only happened, like I said, because our families just kept getting bigger. And this is when all of my mother's children, their children, and on down, we had to start making more dishes and stuff. And the one thing that first list didn't talk about was I make candied yams. So, homemade macaroni and cheese is always on the table too. Sweet potatoes, which we call candied yams. And if you're Italian American, it's normal to see manicotti on the table. I've never even tasted manicotti. I would like to eat the inside. I'm not a big pasta eater, but there are many dishes that were once popular that have now fallen out of style. Some deserve a comeback, while others are best left forgotten. So let's find out what those were. And you guys let me know if you've ever had them. Baked corn pudding. My daughter makes this. And I think it's okay. I can't eat a lot of it because it is kind of sweet, but I can't eat a lot of it, but I still like a taste or two of it, but the family loves it. And it mixes cream corn with regular canned corn with cornstarch, milk, and eggs. Once it's baked, it comes out solid and sliceable. It kind of sounds like a zucchini slice, and it kind of feels like that, except for there's crumbles of corn in it. But the texture for you Aussies, it's very much the texture of the zucchini slice. Thanksgiving, a dish like this is not exclusive to Thanksgiving and can often be found year-round in the South. It is quite good, not too sweet, and even though it looks weird, it is very good. And I personally have never had it other than Christmas and Thanksgiving. I have never had this. Can you guys see it? Remember those tiny little onions? My mother used to love these things. This is another dish that my mom makes every year, passed down to her from an extremely British. So let's hear from you, Brits, grandmother. It's pretty much only for her. Whole pearl onions are cooked in a creamy white gravy, and that's pretty much it. You have to really like onions and want this on the table. Y'all, I could see myself eating this because I love me some pearl onions. It says that it looks kind of like an onion cereal, like Onion O's. Let me get back over here. Do y'all eat that? Where are you guys at? Lizzo, are you guys eating this pearl onion stuff? Onions are delicious. I have to agree. Wild Angel says corn casserole. Bigfoot's family makes that. I think it's so good. I just don't like a whole lot of it. Barbara says they still do the corn. Lolly says we did that 2 years ago, made 5 different versions to see which one was the winner. Which one? Hold on. I got to see this. Hi, Clark Kent. You cannot do candied yams. I like mine with just a little bit of butter. That's all I put in mine, Dot, is just butter and brown sugar. And then I put and I do use a little bit of milk. But I mash mine like mashed potatoes. So and then I put marshmallows over the top. I made lasagna a few years ago for Thanksgiving. I see a lot of people are doing different stuff because a lot of people just really don't like turkey. Y'all, we buy up probably 4 or 5 turkeys, each one of our family members, because we have different times that we're all together. Wild Angel, I'm sure, can attest to this. And if you have extra, it makes it so much easier to have family dinners when you've got an extra turkey in there or an extra ham in there. I have never seen the onion dish. I've never seen it, but my mom used to make peas with those pearl onions in it. And I love them, and she used to cream them, so I don't know how. _, hey, do you like eggs? Yeah, the Aussie zucchini slice. I made it last year and it is very good. I've done corn fritters. I love corn fritters. Does anyone have a key to? Everybody talks about that. I have no problems with that. My daughter, it's a big thing at family get-togethers where all the kids, and every time I tell them how to do it, nobody listens to me. But I don't have a problem to the shells sticking to hard-boiled eggs. I don't. And here's why. I put the cold water on the stove. I put the eggs right into the cold water. And then I almost boil the water out of it. In fact, sometimes the water does boil out of it. And I hear pop, pop. Damn eggs are popping in there. But anyways, I boil just about all the water out of it. Then I take the pot off the stove and I just pour, I let cold water run over them. So just the shell gets cool. And then I take the egg and I just don't barely crack it. Like I spin it in my hands and just drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. So it's cracked all over the place. And while the cold water is running over my hands, over the egg, I always make sure, because why it peels like that is because there's still a membrane inside that eggshell. And so you end up grabbing the eggshell off the membrane, and that's why it breaks up like that. But if you can grab the membrane with the shell, it comes off smooth and easy. And I never have a problem with it. Never. A lot of people have different thoughts on it, like putting, like vinegar in the water or cracking a shell before then. But never. And to this day, I've been with this man for these many years, and to this day, he's like, why do you let the water boil out of the eggs? I was like, why is it your business? If you want to cook, go cook. And I don't have to because I hate cooking. Thank you, Lizzo, for doing that. Lizzo, we want to know, do you eat this? Have you heard of this pearl onion soup stuff? It says it's big in England. Pearl onion. And all it is in a creamy white gravy. Do you eat that? Never heard of it, she says. Huh. Well, I'm going to check it out. I probably won't make it because I don't know that anybody else would like it, but I want to know about it. Mushed rutabagas. Now, we never had this as a kid on my table because my mom always said that the smell of them always made her sick since she was pregnant with my little brother. And so we never had them. I didn't remember having rutabagas until I was much grown. I'd already had all my kids. And y'all, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Y'all, I love rutabagas. I don't know how to make them. But, oh God, I don't want to do the hiccups. But this one restaurant in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we used to go to, they did rutabagas, y'all, and I loved them so much, but I don't know how to make them. I couldn't believe my mom didn't like them. She just said it was the smell. And every time somebody's cooking them or whatever, she can taste the smell. This says, this is another more traditional dessert that my mom used to add to the dinner table. They're comparable to mashed potatoes in a texture, but slightly sweeter and earthier. And I think that's why I like them, because I crave dirt. That's a whole different story about pica. I crave dirt. So things that I could think that I'm tasting earth or dirt in, my mouth is water thinking about eating dirt. That's so sad. This whole disruption in my brain I've got going on with that pica. The rutabaga is a hardy root vegetable that was easier to acquire in cold North European countries, which led to this dish's popularity. Now we can get potatoes whenever we want in America. So the mashed rutabaga dish has waned. If somebody would show me how to make them, y'all, I'd make these every damn day. I love them. Rutabagas. Rutabakers. No, I call them rutabagas. Did I say it right? That's how it's pronounced. Rutabaga. Have I ever had jicama with little salt and lime? Oh my God, so good. No, but send us the recipe. We want to know. Have you heard of those thingo bakers? What the hell is a thingo baker? Only ever make rutabaga on St. Patrick's Day, but I put them in with corned beef. Lolly, can you send me that recipe and your recipe with corned beef? Yeah, it is a mineral deficiency. Yeah, and it's worse when my blood is all screwed up. That's usually how I know when I'm my pica is always bad. Like I crave dirt, I crave chalk. I once, when I worked as the activity director for the adult daycare center, I was playing Play-Doh with these ladies. You know, they have dementia, and we were all playing Play-Dohs, making flowers, and I couldn't stop myself, and I had to have I knew it wasn't going to taste good, but I had to put it in my, okay, so I took this tiny little piece, stuck it on my tongue, and of course it was nasty. It was just sweet and disgusting, but I still had to taste the smell, and one of the ladies saw me eat it, and she said, I was using green because you guys know that's my favorite color. She said, does that taste like watermelon or does it taste like lime? I was mortified, but then I thought, well, I mean, it's not going to hurt you. So I was like, it tastes like lime. She said, I heard it tastes like. I was like, you do? She said, yeah. So, okay. Needless to say, almost every lady at the table tried some Play-Doh that day, and I lied and told them the purple was grape and the red was strawberry and the green was lime and the orange tasted like an orange, and they didn't. But some said they did, and probably should have been fired, but I didn't exactly tell my boss that we just all had to taste. I mean, we all had a pica moment. That's just the way that it was. Jicama is a root vegetable from Mexico. Super hydrating. Never, ever even heard of it. Never. All right, let me see. Let me get back to this. Now, I don't know about these either, parsnips, you guys, but I'm all about it. I want to try it. I've heard Maggie talk about parsnips before, and maybe some of the Aussies. There aren't a lot of fried foods that make it to Thanksgiving table. That's true. But if you ask former President Grover Cleveland, these parsnip fritters were essential. They have the taste and consistency of a potato pancake, which I love me some potato pancakes, y'all. Woo, I love me some potato pancakes. He insisted on them during the Thanksgiving meal in his first term at the White House. They were so nice that the country voted for him twice. Way to go, Cleveland. I've never heard of eating those like that. I thought you just put them in soups and stews and scouse. Like a stew. Candied carrots. My husband's aunt went to her grave. We still talk about it with her own candied carrot. And I had never had them before I moved to Oklahoma. She used to make the best candied carrots, and they had more sauce than this on them. But y'all, nobody knows the recipe. Everybody's talked about it. I've even tried making them, like trying to remember the taste. Nobody can figure it out. She made the best. My family used to have these often, not just at Thanksgiving, in a clever ruse to make my children at the table eat dome vegetables. Cooking the carrots in brown sugar and honey helps to release their own natural sweetness. And combined with a bit of mashed potatoes and turkey, they become a little slice of heaven. No, so I know her name was Wyvon. That's what his, isn't it weird how some places in the country, they pronounce that name either Wyvon, which in Oklahoma, if your name is Yvonne, spelled with a Y, it's pronounced Wyvon. Everywhere I've lived, one of my grandchildren's middle names is Yvonne, and it's spelled with a Y just like that. We say Yvonne. She's named after her other grandmother who passed away. And, but anyways, her name was Wyvon. I know for a fact she put in brown sugar. I don't know about honey, but her carrots also had little tiny pineapple pieces in it. So I know for sure she was using some pineapple juice. Y'all, I tried it all. I can't get the consistency right. I can't get none of it right. But they were the best. Oyster stuffing. This is big, big, big in the South, and maybe even in we'll have to ask Mary Jane. Maybe up in the way north, Maine and New York and things like that. And in the South too, like in Georgia, in Florida, in Louisiana, they eat this stuff. Y'all, I'm not eating this shit. Are you kidding me? I don't eat oysters, but to each their own. Okay. The bread-based stuffing is the commonplace at every Thanksgiving. That was one chock full of this polarizing ingredient. Polarizing it is. Tastes so fishy. That's because there were tons of oysters available to all classes of people 300 years ago. Now it makes sense. But now that they have become a rather expensive delicacy, those oysters are often replaced with mushrooms in the stuffing. Negative. I'm not putting mushrooms in my stuffing either. And I love me some mushroom. If you sit down this Thanksgiving and have oyster stuffing on the table, consider yourself lucky or grossed out, such as myself. How about chestnut stuffing? Here's another stuffing varietal that has similarly fallen out of fashion. I've never even heard of this before. Thanks to the decimation of the American chestnut tree, which caused the nut's price to skyrocket, the chestnut was extremely popular in the holiday season for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But alas, there is rarely any more roasting them on an open fire. Just a bowl of chestnuts today will cost you a pretty penny. I've never heard of putting nuts in a stuffing. Have you guys heard of that? Do you guys do it? I think people made it back in the day. What's funny is I won't eat oysters, but y'all, let me tell you right now, I will throw down on some clam chowder. You hear me? And I don't even like clams. But I will throw down on some New England clam chowder. Yeah, man, I'll do it all day. Peggy was telling me about chestnut stuffing the other day. Oh my God. I miss that talk. Dot says roasted chestnut are so fucking good. They're common street food in China. I like chestnuts. All right, let's go back over here. It's only a few more, you guys. But this is stuff that people serve on their tables. Oh my God, you guys. Now we're going to have a fight. No, I didn't mean to do that. Get back here. Now we're going to have a fight. I know, I can feel it coming. I can feel it happening. We're going to have a fight. First, Are we calling these giblets or giblets? I need to know. Are you doing it like giblets, like Jiffy? Or are you doing it Gib, like the Andy Gibb? Which one? I need to know how you say it. Giblet or giblet? Giblets. Okay. Giblets. Okay. So Lizzo is from England. Melly Joe is from Australia. That's I know what they're for, but we're going to talk about it. But when you talk about, do you call them giblets or giblets with a G or a J? My mom always called them giblets with a G. Giblets. Giblets, giblets, giblets. And then I ended up moving. You just call it the crap inside. I'm going to have to agree with you on that wholeheartedly. You say, do you say giblets too? Giblets. That's the way Mama used to say it. So that's what I grew up. But you guys, when I moved, was it up here? I don't know. I've lived so many places. I don't remember the first time I heard somebody say giblets. I was like, what the hell are you? You're not saying that word right. It's giblets. Giblets. All right. So people actually eat this shit. Okay. I choose not to. My mother used to make giblet gravy. Mama would take all the stuff, put it in a saucepan, and boil it with all these different spices and herbs and stuff in them, right? So I'm sure we have a heart, a liver, a neck, heart, liver, neck. What else is there? Heart, liver, neck. Looks like a thyroid to me, but it's probably not. Heart, liver, neck, gizzard. Am I right about that? Heart, liver, neck, gizzard, and what else would the other one be? I'm missing one. Heart, liver, neck. Is it a gizzard? It does look like. Ugh. Anyways, oh yeah. So Mom, and then once they were all boiled and done, she would chop them up so finely, like just chop. They were so fine. She would take all the meat, because this, of course, looks like a penis. I know, but it's not. It's the neck. And it has a little bit of meat in it. Mainly it's all bony. So I don't even get it. But she would take off as much of the meat and she would make a brown gravy, y'all, using her turkey juice and this junk, and then the water from her boiling of the stuff, and put all this in it. And y'all, can I just say, I'm not sure which one of these, but one of these tastes like, I know what liver tastes like, and the liver tastes like a liver. But one of this, I don't know which organ it is, tastes like spongy. Like I'm chewing and I can't even get the, it just took a minute to, if you were the lucky one that got that piece, and sometimes I was, because y'all, I grew up old school. What Mom put on the table, we ate. I know, Wild Angel, it's a whole thing. Kidney. It's a kidney. It might be a kidney. Yeah. The neck looks like a penis, but it's a neck. It is. What I do with this now is that is what my animals get for their holiday meal. I boil all of it just like Mama did. And then I cut it up in the small pieces. The neck goes to the cat because cats can eat it. Those bones are tiny and they're soft. The cat can handle it. But the other pieces, my dogs are just like, oh, happy Thanksgiving, Mom, right on. And it's so good for them. In fact, we get, Beefcake and I buy a half of a cow every year, and we buy a full pig every year, and we from the Amish, and we have them butchered and made into whatever kind of meat we want, so that because it's just too expensive to buy. It's just too expensive. It's a lot cheaper to do it that way. Anyways, and they always ask us if we want the gross stuff, and I'm like, yes. And it's because of my babies. Y'all want my babies to have it. My mom used to buy chicken livers, and I think Miss Barbara does too. My mom used to fry up chicken livers and gizzards. And, oh my God, you guys. It's so nasty. I've never been that poor yet. Well, maybe I was, but I'm not eating that shit. I hated liver growing up so bad, but my mother used to make liver and onions. And we didn't have a choice. We ate our shit. We ate it or we went hungry. That's just the way it was. And I hated it so bad. I used to just fill up on a piece of bread with the gravy on it because I just couldn't deal with it. And my mom's favorite meal, even to the day she passed, was chicken livers and gizzards, and her and my sister would eat that. This is what they would sound like. They're like licking and sucking on their fingers. I'm like, for the love of God, you guys, stop it. Stop it right now. It's going to be, I'm telling you what, I'm going to be a skinny mini eating grass and dandelions. If it ever comes down to, that's all we have, in chicken gizzards. I'm going vegetarian with the rice and dandelions because I'm not eating that shit. Negative. All right. So yeah, the heart, the neck, the liver, the gizzards. Boiling the giblets to create a stock that you can eat. Yep, that's what Mama did. Make the damn gravy. Now I'll do that for my dogs all day long, but that's not my stomach. Olives. See, people put olives on. I've been looking through a lot of Thanksgiving menus, and most of them had list olives as a dish. Turns out olives were once high-end novelty food that was reserved for only the finest feast or the finest drinks. Because y'all, give me a Bloody Mary with double olive. I'll be your best friend for 3 days. My family will put them out as part of an appetizer spread, but I've never thought of them as part of the full meal. I can see how they might fit in, though. There's nothing on the traditional Thanksgiving menu that comes even close to tasting like an olive. Y'all, I will drink. I love olives more than I do pickles. And I just finished off a whole big jar, and I ended up craving the juice. I had to drink the juice out the other day, and I had like 5 olives left in it. I love me some green olives, y'all. Green olives. But, you know, when we go to parties, we'll make, like, somebody will bring a cheese and a meat tray. Someone will bring a veggie tray. Or someone will bring like a pickle tray. So there's always pickles and black and green olives, and like the banana peppers and stuff like that. So it doesn't surprise me, you know, it wouldn't surprise me that I would see something like that there, but usually we do that in the spring and summer. The relish tray exists the same realm as olives, and in fact could even have olives on it. Yeah, ours do. The tray started as an ornament. My sisters, you guys, oh my God, she's the hostess with the mostest. Y'all, all her trays, appetizers are all beautiful like this. She makes the most beautiful, and so does my daughters, the most beautiful charcuterie boards. The most beautiful. And I'm headed straight for the red grapes. That's what I'm getting into. The tray started as ornate segmented plates that were used to display high-end pickled foods like olives, cucumbers, peppers, and so on. They became more, I don't even know what that word is, and I'm not going to try it. They became more unique or something. Ubiquitous, never heard of that word. Over time, they still have a strong rational connection to the Midwest supper clubs, but they often aren't in the traditional Thanksgiving menu. I think there should always be a relish tray for every meal. Celery. Yes, just celery. No, you only eat just celery if you've got wings going on. Are you kidding me? I get olives. There's flavor there, but celery baffles me. Perhaps there was still some novelty to it. Maybe it's the predecessor of what our modern day crudite, I don't know that word is. Whatever the case may be, I probably avoid putting raw celery on the dinner table unless it's accompanied with some excellent veggie dip. I don't even think I really want to do a veggie dip with it. All I want is like hot sauce, and I want the wings. Cheese balls, y'all. My sister makes the best. I'm not bragging, but I'm gonna brag. Toot toot. She makes the best cheese balls. And we still have them. Does everybody else have them? Everybody has cheese balls, right? You have to have cheese balls. I love the taste of maraschino cherries with sharp cheddar cheese. See, I told you, Miss Barbara, love her chicken livers. Yes, my sister always makes me an extra one to take home, and I freeze it and I cut it, and I don't leave it in the bowl because I can't eat the whole thing by myself. So I cut it in portions. So if I feel like some, I'll just unfreeze it. Oh, so good. But y'all, I know you guys are going to hate this. She makes all different kinds, but the kind that she makes for me is a blue cheese ball. It's got blue cheese chunks in it. So these gaudy nut covered balls of cheese were a staple of many mid-century dinner tables, a time when intricate or ornate dishes were all the rage. They are a great way to express your individuality with ingredients, finding ways to make them pair perfectly with your turkey dinner. Personally, I love me some cheese balls and crackers with like not Swedish meatballs. Those are the white ones. With like barbecue meatballs or the sweet meatballs, the Hawaiian meatballs. Y'all, I'll make myself sick and then go back and eat more. Ambrosia salad. Y'all know about ambrosia salad. I love this stuff. Beefcake makes a really good ambrosia salad. Made with varied cans or fresh fruits and marshmallows. I personally like walnuts in mine as well, but I like them fine. I don't want to dig a walnut out of the middle of my teeth. You know what I mean? Like I want them cut up fine. Made with various canned or fresh fruits and marshmallows. I always considered ambrosia more of a bit of a summer treat. We always have it at every family get together, no matter what time of year. It remains a staple in many southern U.S. gatherings, and while it does stretch the word definition of the word salad, it really is delicious and sweet. I can imagine Artemis and Apollo chowing down on this all day. And there's so many different ways people make it, right? So many, and I have never tasted anybody's ambrosia salad that I didn't absolutely love. Absolutely. This right here, I don't miss the Jell-O days. I don't miss this right here. I remember having this Jello mold. I remember having the fruit inside the Jello. I remember it looking pretty, and I remember hating the taste. I still hate the taste of Jello. You know what I do? I squish it around in my mouth until it becomes liquid, then I swallow it. Still to this day at 56 years old. For some reason, in the 1950s, Americans temporarily went wild and became obsessed with Jello. The idea of using a gelatin-based snack in both sweets and savory dishes was commonplace and led to some gaudy and outrageous dinner table concoction. A sweet Jello salad may be chock full of fruit and marshmallows, while a savory one could have any. Oh no! Oh y'all! Oh no, 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 no. Somebody puts ham and cabbage to tuna and olives in their Jello. Listen, right now, if this is the way you guys are eating this, we're not friends anymore because you are killing your intestines. Y'all, I'm sure you're shitting on it. I'm sure you are. I don't even know what to say about that. Who eats Jello with ham or cabbage or, for the love of God, tuna fish and olives? I've never heard of that. That is disgusting. That is the most I would eat giblets. I would go have dinner with Mama Barbara with her gizzards and livers before I would ever eat that nasty shit. Lolly says I have the best Jello recipe. Doesn't taste like jelly, just creamy goodness. And I'll take it. MJ says they thought they were getting creative back then. Oh my God. That is disgusting. Cranberry souffle salad. You put that in the Jello mold. I'm not doing it. No. I'm just skipping through some of this. You guys look at this. Turkey aspic. This is possibly one of the grossest things I've ever seen in my life. And I have never heard of it. The only thing better than a great Thanksgiving meal is great leftover sandwiches you can have for the following couple of days. But there was a time when people turned away from bread and went to the natural replacement. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, thank you. Thank you so much that I didn't live during these times. It's called aspic. I think I'm pronouncing aspic or aspic, a savory meat jelly. Can we just all imagine the canned ham with the jelly around it, or the Vienna sausages jelly around it? That was molded around all those leftovers. I could die. Dishes like this were popular in other parts of the world, but they are essentially extinct in America. It's because we have good taste. And I don't care how good they might taste, they will never beat a post-Thanksgiving turkey cobbler sandwich. I don't even know what that is. But y'all, if you're eating this shit, just stop. That looks disgusting. I don't even know what to say. You can't pretty that up. Oh my gosh. Mincemeat pie. Now I know all y'all have had this. Mama still ate mincemeat pie till the day she passed. And I know the English eat these, and I think the Aussies eat these as well. I don't like them. Never have. But I think they these are so pretty. And I do love the smell of them being made. My mom made one a year because only like her, my dad, my grandpa, and my oldest sister liked them. And then when my mom got older and me and my sister started making the Thanksgiving dinner, my sisters always made my mom a mincemeat pie, always. And I even tried to taste it as an adult. I couldn't handle the taste, but I still think they smelled so good. The mincemeat in this pie is actually dried fruit soaked in booze and spices. It's still popular in the UK at Christmas time, but it's fallen out of fashion here in the States. Now, my mom's mincemeat pie, you guys, I thought it did have some meat in it, but I could be wrong. There's a taste in it that I can't handle. It's a strong fruit, and I don't know what I don't know how to make them. But they taste disgusting, but these look pretty. I'd lick off all the powdered sugar. They're very rich, but nice with custard. Wait, accordingly, did you say minced meat or minced fruit? This says minced meat. And I think the English make it with meat too, right? Dot says, I love minced meat as long as it has chopped steak. That's what I thought. I thought my mother's has, and my sister's has a meat in it. According to Lenny, that's a fruit. Minced meat pies are minced meat in a gravy pastry. See, my mom didn't make it like that. My mom had all the fruits in it, and she had the meat. Oh my God, I cannot believe Jamie doesn't like mangoes. Oh, I love me some mangoes, Jamie. Good to see you, girlfriend. I have a recipe for mincemeat with real beef and dry fruit. See, Dot, you're making it like my mom made it. It was in a pie crust, yes. And it has suet, yes. Yes. That's the way my mother made it. Mince pies, fruit, and meat pies are two different things. I just want to thank the guy. Listen, you guys, our friend is backstage again, showing me his dick. It's not even a pretty dick, okay? And I can honestly say that I'm getting my gaydar is up, and here's the reason why. Because only men who are gay are that rough on their own penises. That's all I have to say. So I'm asking you, can you quit coming with the same videos? Bring more porn to the table. This one is boring. I don't give a shit. Come on. Jeez. Bring something else. Go download something else and come back. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, good grief. He'll be back. Well, they act like I'm going to be offended. I'm not offended. I'll tell all these people that an ugly looking dick. It's probably not even your dick because your dick's probably uglier. Anyways. And don't think that my taste buds are turned off because I saw your dick. Okay, nobody cares about your dick. All right. Yes. So I think people make, it's kind of like my mom taught me to call it. And there was a big fuss here one night between the English, the Aussies, and the Americans. There's been a couple of fusses, but we call it shepherd's pie. And there was a big fuss with the English that were like, that is not shepherd's pie if you're using beef. Shepherd's pie is made of lamb. Shepherds herd the lamb. Therefore, and I've thought about this endlessly, but my mom was already gone by the time I found all this out. But we always called it shepherd's pie, but we used ground beef or hamburger meat, which is what y'all call mincemeat. But they don't, if we're using beef, they don't call it shepherd's pie. But here in the States, we do. At least we do. If it's shepherd's pie, it's made with lamb. So you guys, I do listen to you. If it's made with beef, it's called something else. Am I right or am I right? I know. Lamb. That's right. See, Mary Jane remembers. Shepherd's pie is with lamb. Cottage pie is, that's it. I couldn't remember. But see, I have never heard anybody even say cottage pie. We've never heard of it. Never. I'm going to have to do a community post on that. Cottage pie is done with beef. Yeah, I know we all had this huge conversation about it. And then, oh my God, all the stuff that we've talked about. I've never had it made with lamb anyways. Yeah, I'm not eating that nasty ass lamb. And mine's going to be always shepherd's pie. And I always make shepherd's pie on Christmas Eve. Always. Do you guys? I always make shepherd's pie. It makes sense that shepherd's pie should be lamb because shepherds herd lamb. But that's just never what I heard of. All right, this right here, I'm willing to try because I do like vinegar, but I've never heard of it either. This is a vinegar pie. It's eggs, water, flour, sugar, and you guessed it, it's vinegar. It turns into something edible. Life is wild sometimes. The vinegar pie has been around for a few centuries, but it first took off in the Depression era of America when fresh fruit was harder to obtain. You know, my mom cooked with a lot of vinegar, like not like that the dish tasted like vinegar, but my mom used vinegar in things I would like, her potato salad, her deviled eggs, her different kind of soup she made, just a touch of it. And she used to tell me all the time, Blondie, put some vinegar in it. And I'm like, I don't want to taste vinegar. And she's like, did you ever taste vinegar? Anyways, I still haven't learned the art of vinegar, but my mom cooked with vinegar a lot that I would actually eat this vinegar. I've heard people talk about this too, but I've heard it as a shitter medicine. Like if you are constipated, I've heard that you should drink warm Coke or warm Dr. Pepper and you will shit for days. I've never tried it. But I also have heard that people really drink hot Dr. Pepper. I don't drink cold Dr. Pepper. I think Dr. Pepper is disgusting, but it really is a thing. In the same way Jell-O leaned into its popularity. Here's another example of brand trying to pinch itself into the festive holiday treat. In the late 50s, Dr. Pepper started advertising hot Dr. Pepper as a heartwarming post-meal drink. I love Dr. Pepper, so I simply must try this. That's what they say. I don't say it because Dr. Pepper's gross, but I heard it'll give you the shit. It's important to remember that while I'm writing from the perspective of my family's Pennsylvania-based Thanksgiving, and the tables around the country can look way different than mine. And I think that is awesome. The holiday is all about food, bringing people together and sharing family traditions. So whatever that looks like for you, it counts as Thanksgiving food. I liked that. Most of it I've heard about. Some of it I have not heard about, and I will never try it. Or prune juice. Yes, prune juice. Listen, if you people are really having, if you're stopped up and you're stopped up good, we used to give our patients what's called a bomb, and you heat up prune juice. Well, you heat up prune juice, and then you give them you add milk of magnesia to it, whatever it calls for on the bottle, milk of magnesia. Heat that all up together, stir it up, tastes like complete shit. But I'm telling you, sometimes it'll take 2 bombs. They're not that big. It's only in that little cup, right? That comes in the milk of magnesia. And you do a shot of it, chug it back. I'm telling you, if it doesn't work the first time, the second time, you'll be sitting on the shitter for like 3 days straight. So if you need a poop and you're not regular, mark this down: milk of magnesia, prune juice, heat it up and take it like a shot. Listen, I'm your friend here. I don't mind sharing these things with y'all. And what else I don't mind sharing with you is that Blondie has to go make some coffee. BK is getting up for work. He's going to be working from home today. So I'm going to put on a song real quick. I'm going to prunes do work well. I actually like prunes, but I can't sit there and just eat like a box. Like every now and then, if they're in, I don't know why they would be in there unless someone's constipated. But if I saw one, I'd grab one and just eat it. I like ginger candy for upset stomach. And the other thing that's good for an upset stomach, and if you want my opinion on it, if you don't know well, I had to find this out through, first of all, my son. Second of all, then I had to ask his pediatrician about it, and my son was right. Pickle juice, straight pickle juice. I used to wonder why it seems like all of my family has stomach problems. My son used to have it really, really bad, and we used to buy the gallon jar of pickle juice, of pickles, the big pickles a month, because that's how much pickle juice he was drinking. And I was worried about it with the acid that's in it, the vinegar, whatever. And so we were talking about it with with this pediatrician, because I was like, look, we may need to put him on something for his stomach. And he said, well, what are you doing right now? And my son told him, he said, I drink pickle juice, takes it right away. And the doctor looked at me and he just started smiling, and he said, Mom, he's already doing what he needs to do. And I was like, what? He said, dill is a natural, it naturally settles acid in your stomach. It's a natural. So back in the day, when people would have problems with their acid reflux and stuff, drink pickle juice. My kid never had to go on pills, and his stomach is like mine, always hurting. But he drank pickle juice. Hi, Dale. He drank pickle juice every day. Every day he would have about a half a cup of pickle juice. And then the other thing was, so he's an athlete, right? And every time he came home from practice or a ball game or anything like that, he would go in the kitchen and drink. And it would be 100 degrees outside, and he would drink a whole glass of milk. And I was like, oh my God, no wonder your stomach hurts. Like, you're making my stomach hurt. And it's mainly dill, Mary Jane Doe, and dill is the thing that settles down the acid in your stomach. It's natural. So anyhow, it used to bother me. I was like, my stomach hurts just watching you do this every day. It can't be good for you. When you run a fever, you're not supposed to, drink dairy. And he's like, Mom, he said, I work out every day. What do you do? Or have you looked into this? And I was like, no, my mom told me it's the fact. And she's like, things change. Science is done. We figure things out. And he said, the best thing for athletes, runners, anybody, after you work out, bodybuilders, go drink a tall glass of milk. It puts all that back into your muscles, whatever he was talking about. I don't know. So, of course, at the doctor's office, I was like, after, he told me he was doing the best thing for him to keep him off medication is the pickle juice. We talked about the milk, and he said, he started laughing, and he said, he's completely right. He said, all athletes, runners, he said, people, even race car drivers, if you're sweating a lot, using your muscles a lot, he said, no matter what, you should always drink a tall glass of milk. It does something for the muscles. And he said, leave him alone. He knows what he's doing. I shut the hell up. I learned, you learn a lot through your kids too. Let's see. Dill pickle juice makes me poop. Really? I don't like drinking pickle juice, but olive juice, y'all tear that stuff up. Hi, Punisher. You say, do you make bread with dill dough? That's cute. Do you make bread with dildos? Oh. Do you want to math debate with me? No. I am. My friends here will tell you, and I'm going to be able to prove it here in just a couple of days, that I punish am the great master Vader. No lie. All right, I'm gonna put on a song. Y'all hang out. Let me know in comments if there's anything that you haven't heard me talk about, or that maybe it's something different. I think there's supposed to be a pun in that, but I'm not getting it. Math debating. Matthew debating. Just spell it right so I could get it. You're not going to offend me. I don't get offended. So just because I'm missing what the pun is there. Math debating, like masturbating. Well, I like the way that I say it better. I am the real masturbator. Say it fast. Let me see. Masturbate. Oh, like I got a lisp. Oh, it said like a lisp. Masturbating. Okay, I got it. Punisher, I like you. I like you. I never get offended. So if you're just like running around trying to offend people, like you'll never offend any of my friends, because we have a great sense of humor. So, but if you're just being funny, we dig it. All right, hold on. My Dixie wrecked. My Dixie. My Dixie wrecked. That's good. Oh, that one's good. All right, I gotta go make some coffee. I'll be right back. Y'all hang in there. Everybody go smoke when you need to smoke. Y'all go shake your lizard, find a tree, talk to a man about a horse. Make sure you're sitting down on the pot, even if you got a wee-wee, because we know y'all are pissing on the seat, and we're about real tired of cleaning up your piss on the seats, guys. And listen, I'm just going to shoot it with you straight. Okay? It's the truth. All right, let's go. Go get you a smoke if you need to. BRB.
Co-host with a comical flair, prayers and laughter fill the air, jumping jacks and goofy stares. Families gather around the glowing screen, hilarity's a cocktail where we dream. Maggie's jokes are a mean machine, turns our blues to yellow and green. Lily needs a smoke break, light it up. Life spins crazy but we fill our cup. Laughter's the anthem, turn it up. Percent with love is more than enough. Impromptu vibes like morning light, creating joy in the middle of the night. Smoke breaks, just a moment of quiet fight. After fun to the crazy side. Tick tock, time flies by with Maggie's jokes that reach the sky. Leanie grins with a happy sigh, happiness streaming, no need to cry. Leanie needs a smoke break, light it up. Life spins crazy but we fill our cup. Laughter's the anthem, turn it up. Percent with love is more than enough. Impromptu vibes like morning light, creating joy in the middle of the night. Smoke breaks, just a moment of quiet fight. Percent with love, it's more than enough. Impromptu vibes like morning up. Life spins crazy but we fill our cup. Laughter's the anthem, turn it up. Percent with love, it's more than enough. Impromptu vibes like morning light, light and joy in the middle of the night. Laughter's the anthem, turn it up. Percent with love, it's more than enough. Impromptu vibes like morning love. Leanie's got a channel, it's a wild affair. Maggie co-hosts with a comical flair, prayers and laughter fill the air, jumping jacks and goofy stares. Families gather around the glowing screen, hilarious party's a cocktail where we dream. Maggie's jokes are a mean machine, turns our blues to yellow and green. Lily needs a smoke break, light it up. Life spins crazy but we fill our cup. Laughter's the anthem, turn it up. Braced with love is more than enough. Impromptu vibes like morning light, creating joy in the middle of the night. Smoke breaks, just a moment of quiet fight. Back to fun, to the crazy side. Tick tock, time flies by with Maggie's jokes that reach the sky. Leanie grins with a happy sigh, happiness streaming, no need to cry. Leanie needs a smoke break, light it up. Life spins crazy but we fill our cup. Laughter's the anthem, turn it up. Braced with love is more than enough. Impromptu vibes like morning light, creating joy in the middle of the night. Smoke breaks, just a moment of quiet fun. This is a smoke break song, or it might be a coffee song. Just everyone sing along, go and take a pee. This is a smoke break song, lunch lady's smoke break song. She doesn't like them to be alone, that's just the way it's gonna be. So what are y'all into? Hey Richie, have you drank a few? I drank a few too, back in '93. This is a Pete dance song, everybody better be getting on. Sit on the pot and pee, even if you have a wee. This is the beefcake song, he needs coffee for his drive to be gone from the house so he can make some money. This is an Aussie song, everyone just sing along. We'll sing hey true blue and green with the cooey. This is a British song, it's a quite proper song. We will all go mad unless you sing along. Okay, that's long enough for our professional smoker. Come back to your chat, great host Leanie. Hotbox that cigarette, your song is over yet. My words I'm starting to forget because we don't ever sleep. Hit the like chicken, LL Cool Mom out. I'll be one ticking, LL Cool Mom out. Everyone just sing along. We'll sing hey true blue and green with the cooey. This is a British song, it's a quite proper song. We will all go mad unless you sing along. Okay, that's long enough for our professional smoker. Come back to your chat, great host Leanie. Hot box that cigarette, your song is over yet. My words I'm starting to forget because we don't ever sleep. Hit the like chicken, LL Cool Mom out. Hope you want chicken, LL Cool Mom out. How?
Outbox. That's the only words I'm starting to forget because we don't ever sleep. Hit the like chicken, LL Cool Mom out.
Movie KB. Did everybody go? Job go. Thank you, Devin K. Thank you, Nick. Listen, there's always gotta be party poopers. There always gotta be party poopers. I enjoy it. Professional smoker. That's me. Y'all, I didn't hit a cigarette, I peed, and I started the damn coffee. What up? I'm good. Oh, it's her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Maggie's not here to sing, and y'all don't want to hear me sing. I'll tell you that right now. Um, okay. I really respect Skinny Poop. They actually fill the damn bag with their product. Oh. Todd, I thought you said Skinny Poop. Skinny Pop. I'm not. I must be getting tired. Pop, yes, Skinny Pop. Skinny Poop. Well, because some people would rather Skinny Poop than Big Poop. That's all I know. That's all I know. I'm not a big popcorn fan. My kids and my husband absolutely adore popcorn, and I'm just, I don't know, just not there. Never have been there with it. Skinny Poop. They also make dill pickles. That's cute. That is cute. All right, so you guys, my plan is, this is my plan. I am going to get a couple hours sleep, and then I have to go meet my Huck, which is my oldest son, because mama needs money, y'all. I had to get paid. So I need to collect my money from my boss man. And then I need to go to the bank. Y'all, let me tell you how shitty I am. Well, I'm shitty a lot, but let me tell you about this part of being shitty. All right, so y'all know, like, I think it was for Mother's Day or my birthday, Beefcake and Baby Chow bought me a iPad that I've been asking for, right? I'm so shocked and so surprised. And I want to tell you guys right now that unlike Maggie, mine is not going to waste. I use it all the time. I love it so much. And it's hooked up to my phone. So, like, I could be doing something on the iPad, and if a call's coming through, or I get a text message, then it all goes to the iPad as well, right? So all of a sudden I started noticing my iPad started coming missing. It started going missing. And I was like, well, there's only 2 people that live in this house. And y'all know my bonus child is not going to use my iPad. So that left one person, right? I go in his office and there's my iPad sitting like next to his chair or on his desk and all this. And I didn't say no, I just pick it up or whatever. But because he's got computers. He's got like a computer at the desk. I think he's got like 3 screens because he does a lot of Zoom calls for work. And then he's got a laptop, and he's always got all these machines going, and I don't know how he keeps up with it. He's just really good at it. But anyhow, I was wondering, God, did he need another screen? And then one day I didn't even notice that the laptop was missing because my phone was charged. And so I was using my phone all day. And then when I went to, he had messaged me that he was coming home, see if I need anything in the store. And he's like, oh, by the way, I have your laptop. So he took my laptop with him. I mean, not my laptop, my iPad. And I was like, okay, no, come on. So I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he's like, it's just easier because he does football. He's in fantasy football leagues, and then he also is a commissioner of one of the youth football leagues here and stuff like that. And he's like, I've just found out that your iPad is so much easier than getting into my laptop and trying to do all this on a laptop. I was like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah. So Baby Child and I were talking, and we were trying to decide on, because we usually go in on something for his dad, and then like when it's something for me, him and his dad will go in on it, right? And so I was like, look, I figured it out what we can get your dad. And I was like, he's always got my iPad. And he always said he didn't want one or need one because he had a laptop. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah. So I found them, and they were on sale right now. And so I texted Baby Chuck, because I told Baby Chuck, I was like, I need you to go and pick this up and, keep it at your house, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, then I looked and I realized Black Friday's in like 2 days, right? And I was like, oh shit, I wonder if they're already sold out, or surely by Black Friday they're going to be sold out, right? Because they have already gone on sale. So I went and looked, and they had like 2 left in Raleigh. And so I texted Bache. I was like, look, we got to get it like now, because they're going to get sold out, and then they're going to want to, the only ones that are going to be left are the really high priced ones. And listen, ain't nobody into all that. And he's like, go ahead and order it and have it sent to my address, because he didn't have time to run out and pick it up. And I was like, okay, cool. Y'all, I told you that B-Cake he didn't make me. B-Cake got a credit card in my name, because I don't own a debit card. I refuse to own a debit card. I refuse to own credit cards. If I can't pay in cash, then I'm just not doing it. Well, what happens is I work out of town a lot. So when I go out of town and B-Cake makes my reservations on his card, he is supposed to be there. I haven't been able to, luckily I've had cash to pay, because it was on his card, so he has to be there to accept the room key. So he's like, I'm tired of playing this game. Like, you're going to have to either get yourself a debit card or get a credit card. And I was like, negative, I don't do that. And he's like, the world's not always going to take your cash. So anyways, he got one, handed it to me, and I was really shitty about it, like really shitty. I was like, who do you think you are? You don't take a credit card out of my name. That's my name, blah, blah, blah. I went all kind of crazy. And he's like, I'm going to need you to calm down. He's like, it's my credit card. I just ordered you one with your name on it so that this can all stop, and that I don't ever have to worry about you being on the road. So, okay. So I got that credit card out, right? And I was going to use it to buy the iPad, have it sent to Baby Child. And B-Cake comes home. He was out working, and then he stopped by the store and came home. And we were in there talking. I was like, hey, I got a question for you. And I was like, how come? I said, do you have a limit on the credit card? And he's like, no. And I said, no, I mean like a limit, like they have to contact you if it's over a certain amount that's wanting to be sent. And he just started laughing at me. And I was like, you fucker. And he's like, wait a minute. He said, I don't have a limit on it. And he said, they probably thought it was fraud. And I was like, how would you know what they probably think? He said, because it's my credit card, because you won't get your own credit card. So if they think it's fraud, it comes to my phone and says, hey, I think someone's fraudulently using your card. Do you want to accept it or deny it, the purchase? Well, he kept hitting deny. I was like, you fucker. So he knew, because of the store, the damn store, Best Buy, who has them on sale right now. He knew that's what we were buying them. And I was like, I'm going to ask you a question. I said, I swear, if you don't tell me the truth, come there and punch you. I was like, and I'm more than that. I said, God knows if you're lying to me, because y'all know I hate a liar. I mean, you can do anything to me. You can steal from me quicker than lying to me. And he just started laughing. He said, I know what you're going to ask me. He said, it doesn't tell me what the purchase is, but I could tell by how much it cost about what it is. And I was like, this is the problem. We can never surprise you with stuff. And he's like, he said, I'm done taking the blame for your problems, because you won't get a credit card or even a debit card in your name where I don't have to approve crap. I have to give you a card on my account, but it's my account. So of course they're going to text me. So then I had to take that, calling him a fucker that one time. And now he knows what we're getting at. And then he said, let's just keep it from Baby Chow, because Baby Chow was all excited that we knew what to get and we knew exactly what he wants. He's so hard to buy for. Such a hard man to buy for. So that happened, and I'm still not going to get a credit card, but I was so upset because he's hard enough to buy for. So then when you figure out something good and then he just finds out, it's nothing. It's just nothing. So anyways, I'm going to go and get me a couple hours of sleep. I'm going to get up. I'm supposed to meet Huck in about 40 minutes from here to get some money. And then we're supposed to go try to get a tree today, Christmas tree today. Go cut down a tree. That's only if Baby Chow has, if he's going to be able to go this year and if he's got time. So, and then B-Cake still has Zoom calls and stuff. Is working from home today. So, I don't know what all is going to go on, but I know that I need about 3 hours sleep and then I'll be good to go. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for those that came in. I understand that it is a little confusing because I am live on both entities that I can be. It looks like I'm live 2 times, but really I'm live on StreamYard, and then I'm live on YouTube, which is a new thing StreamYard rolled out. So I'm trying to figure it all out. We'll get it figured out. So if that's confusing, y'all, I'm so sorry. But and if I've missed any kind of chat, I'm so sorry. But thank you to those that stopped in to say hi. I appreciate it so much. And it was good seeing everybody. If I don't get to talk to you, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that you are blessed with many, many family members, many memories of Thanksgiving past and warm feelings of people you love, and that most of all you feel loved and appreciated on Thanksgiving Day. I am doing a live later on. I don't know what time it is, so please make sure your bells are on so that I can ring them, because I love ringing your bells. Because we're going to be making my stuffing together later on sometime today. I don't know when. So like I said, make sure the bells are on, you guys. And I will see you guys on the next one. Y'all be good or be good at it. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down on your way out. Last person in, shut off the lights. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.